Hi everyone, this is Lights Camera Initiative here with episode 4 of our Forge of Fury run-through, episode 14 of our Tales from the Yawning Portal run-through. I don't know why I felt the need to tell you both the numbers, but now you have them. I'm Mario Viles, your illustrious dungeon master, and we're going to go around the table starting with Sid. Tell the people how you've been since last week and who you're playing tonight.
Still fine since last week. Not a lot of changes, I don't think. Asura is still alive for the time being.
In both the normal sense and the Pearl Jam sense.
Yes.
Except not really.
But yeah, all's well for now.
Alright, well that's cool. Rob.
Playing Carac, the Wood Elf Ranger, as you said. My name's Rob, and not much change.
I'm Caitlin. I'm playing Iris, the Tiefling Warlock, whenever Amaron dies.
Ah. Okay, I was like, did you switch your character without telling me? Because that's crazy.
Pulled a little sneaky on you.
Jeff.
Jeff. Playing Thoradin of Ironfist, a Hildorf Cleric Wizard. So, yeah.
How have you been since last week?
Fine. I didn't get drunk though, so.
Well, that's good. Ed?
I think I'm just trying to throw you under the bus. Not even 2 minutes in.
Well, really, I mean, come on.
Ed, still playing Squig Bottlebreaker, the artillerist, and it's been pretty basic. Just midterms coming up, fuck them. But
the unpopular opinion of our network.
yeah, who the fuck likes tests?
It's tests that I'm fine with. I just don't like the homework.
Fuck you!
Tests are fine. Homework
Anyway.
is the shitty part.
Yeah.
Outliers aside, I'm David Harper, playing Grenna, Human Champion, and I'm doing alright.
Alright, well that's cool. Glad you're all doing good. Last we left off, the party was lit on fire and then attacked by a orc cleric of Grumsh, the god of orcs. Yeah, it was pretty rough, but they made it out before heading down some stairs to find Carac's handcrafted heirloom bow, which was thrown down the stairs.
Yeah.
Hey, you shouldn't have given it up.
Well, fuck you. I failed that wisdom save.
Yeah, you should just succeed on all your saves forever. Come on.
Yeah.
Nothing a quick little jaunt down here before we move on. Can't fix. I'm sure.
Don't forget the cat.
We'll look for the cat after
Can't
the
have gone
bow.
too far.
Sure.
Bow first cat. I love how every time I try to open to the page, it opens to the foundry, just like, come on, get there. And I'm like, I'm not there yet. Get there. It's like, no, now.
Those are terrible crimes.
Foundry is on Steam sale.
Yeah, clearly the foundry's. It's like, there are all sorts of secret things down here. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
Multi-section pens, is just crayons.
Yep.
That's so weird.
They
But
don't
actually
work
a
very
neat
well
idea.
either.
Oh.
No, but they're cool. I used to have one of those pens that had, like, you could press down different parts and it would be different
Oh,
colors.
yeah.
I love those.
I have one of those. It's a Hello Kitty one. It's awesome.
To the
It's
shock and
rainbow.
awe of all.
Remember, I had one too, and it was just sitting on the counter. Apparently, you and Jesse thought it was like some fucking dildo or something.
From the angle, okay. So, I don't know about Jesse, but in my defense, I just smoked like a fat ball. So, I was not thinking clearly. Second off, the way it was positioned. Also, you know what else was on that table? A big old thing of sex lube. So, can you really fucking blame me that I'm like, yes, it was. It was your end table right by the bed, and it had the pen, it had a thing of chocolates, and it had a thing of sex lube on it. And I was like, is he just leaving dildos out there? And Jesse was like, I guess he just doesn't give a shit. And you walked in, you're like, that's not a dildo, that's a pen. And you clicked it, and I was like, oh my god.
It was like fucking winter, and that shit works very good as chapstick.
Oh, bullshit.
It does.
That is not what you said at the time. Anyway, besides, there's nothing wrong with sex lube. We need to destigmatize sex lube, okay? Anyway,
That was
all
one
super
thing.
besides the point. What is the point is that as the group heads down the stairs, and finds the water cutting across the stairs. I think at the end of the last session, you had decided that you were gonna go down the water since the boat probably went that way, right?
Yeah. I rolled the
okay.
check, and
Yeah,
the check,
you rolled.
the check said, logic dictates the boat was not heavy enough to have cleared the water or to have resisted getting swept away.
Makes sense. Sounds like something a very handsome person would say. Because I said it.
Yeah.
Let's make it.
No,
Because
not,
Jeff said what, and I was like, what do you mean what? I think it's very obvious what I'm implying.
I know what you're implying. I was saying what to someone else.
Oh. So, your marching order is, I assume, your single file marching order, so... Oh, no, wait, no, you said you wanted to be up front because you were going down the water?
Well, I was the first one to head down there, so it makes sense I would be in the front.
Okay.
Oh,
So as you turn onto the water and head down, and are you just walking down or are you trying to sneak down? I think. No.
It depends. Is everybody else trying to sneak?
don't
I
know,
think
why don't you ask everyone else?
I'm gonna
I
sneak.
can
Not
try.
unless I'm peer pressured, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I'll sneak just because.
All the cool kids are sneaking.
Oh no.
I can
Well,
roll.
cool kids, you say.
Yeah, I can roll sneak for. No, wait.
I'm cool.
I got a 17.
A 17?
If it says that the turret can't roll like skills unless it's forced to, I assume that means it can't sneak.
You can make. I think you can sneak.
It gets it has a 10 and all like thing.
Yeah, I just don't think it adds anything, but you can still roll. So it sounds like you guys are sneaking, so sure, what'd you get?
Disadvantage.
1.
Oh, wow.
I got.
Card, what did you get?
I got a 17.
So 2, because you have 1 from Dex. 17. Emeron, what did you get for stealth?
9.
Thoradin of Clan Ironfist.
14 on my disadvantage.
Nice.
it's
Squig.
Oh.
Those temporary hit points that Squig gave us stay around, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
And
Yeah, actually, I
how many
can
did Greta get? Or how many?
burst it right
6?
now.
Yeah,
if
but the
anybody's
10 that we
if
Yeah,
any-
yeah.
if
I was
anybody's
just asking
missing,
because of.
had were undone because that didn't happen yet.
if anybody's missing,
No, he's talking about from the end of the session, not the
grump
session,
session.
but the session with the grump.
Yeah, you said that were off when we asked about it, and then Ed redid it, and we all had 10.
Well, you can
I thought it
repulse
was
it
9.
now.
yeah, I can repulse it now just to see if it rolls higher. Because hey, it
The
might.
first one was 9. He did a second one that was 10.
Well, I don't know, just do it because.
Oh yeah, because I mean I'm out. 7 is incorrect. Yes. So 9. 9 temp for people.
Okay. It is now.
How nice.
Thanks.
You use that ability. Problem is finding all the herbs. Because part of the positive energy it puts out is also partial smell.
As you walk down the water, I need each of you to roll me
Molder.
Oh, you're gonna mold earth to make the water easier to, or the slippery stone easier to pass on. That is fine. I still need everyone to make me either an athletics or acrobatics check.
Would the spider legs from Bastion help at all?
Yeah, because it is a climb speed. You don't have to. Kark,
23.
Emron,
16.
Thoradin,
6.
Asura,
22.
and Greta.
17.
You all managed to move down the relatively smooth but still walkable stone. And Carac, you have dark vision, right?
Mhm.
Okay, you see further down that the water like keeps going down this way, but there's like an opening over here, to your on your right.
Do I think it's filled with water? Or
No,
is it
no,
just
it's like a stone, like a little side outcropping of the water.
I'll go peek in
And
there.
against the side of the. Okay, so you're gonna move up.
Yeah.
And are you, the rest of you guys following, or are you letting him go?
Yeah.
I would.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Unless
Why not?
something is
Safety in numbers.
yeah, unless something is mentioned of pull back or
Okay.
something.
Carac, as you head around, you see your bow down here.
Mm.
You see the corpse of a dwarf on the far side of the cave, and an empty cave.
Is there anything obviously wrong with the dwarf's corpse? Like,
It's dead.
well, I mean, like, does it look like it's got a big axe wound in its face or something? Do you want me to make a perception check, or?
I like that response.
It's desiccated, so you would need a medicine check because it's rotten away. You're
Oh.
pretty sure it was here from when the orcs originally attacked.
I,
It looks very dead.
I,
Then,
okay.
from the ceiling drop a number of large bat-like creatures with big sucker mouths that attack.
Shit.
They were all hidden on the very top. You didn't have to phone it in like that. They're all hidden on the very top of the cave and stab into you.
Fucking more annoying ass mosquitoes.
I assume you want initiative from all of us.
I will, but you're being attacked first.
That's
Fuck
That's
these
what
hot
you're
nose.
Successfully managed to stealth, which
that's
is silly.
There's more of them.
I open the monster manual to Angel. So like 9 angels drop from the ceiling. Time to die. What the fuck?
Hey, I dig Angel as much as the next guy, but I'm not above making him cry.
Is it a reference?
yes.
Only to my self-righteous suicide.
Oh, it's supposed to move it down there.
There you go.
I misspoke. I
Ah,
bad.
my angels deserve to die.
Deserve it.
That's so. I kind of hate. It is. So. Carac. One drops down, sticks its needle like proboscis mouth into your shoulder.
Okay. I will know I am using my shield and the rapier because
I know.
I don't have access.
Taking 6 damage and it latches onto you.
Alright.
And you said you have your shield up?
Yeah.
Another one drops down and attempts to stab you in the arm, but you raise your shield and block it at the last second. Now I need initiative as the rest of them start flapping, fluttering, and flying about. Sure, what'd you get?
14.
Carac, what'd you get?
13.
Emerald, what'd you get?
19.
You over there can run like that.
Thoradin, what'd you get?
5.
Give roll back.
Squig, what'd you get?
3.
Jenna, what'd you get?
21.
Light Sturges dropped down. However, before any of them had a chance to attack, with the exception of one who got a sneak attack off, Grunna draws her blade and has her turn.
Neat. Go kill
Uh,
everything.
I heard you describe them like dropping from the ceiling. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they
The
are.
ceiling's only 15 feet up, so they are within melee range. You just have to swing up into the air.
Well, if they drop from the ceiling, I would hope that means they're on the floor, so I can hit them
No, they've dropped into the air from the ceiling. You can still hit them. Don't.
by jumping.
No.
I said they're 10 feet in the air, so you're just swing up.
range. Yeah.
So you attack an enemy on the ground, that's 5 feet. When you attack an enemy on the ground, that's 10 feet. You can attack diagonally. Or if you're right under them, it's fine.
That sounds weird, but I'll take it.
You got them.
Sneaky. Like, I have a bow. I could shoot a bow, but
But then you miss.
it's not as fun.
And then I shot that bits.
20 damage. As
That
I
hits.
thrust upwards at motherfucker.
Am I wrong to think that like that joke has been made at least once every episode so far?
Oh, in this episode?
No,
Or, in our show?
Yes.
It's been made more than once, but I'm not sure about every episode.
Upward thrust for 14 damage.
Well,
One way to find out.
not sure.
Yeah, you can go back and
You
look.
stab up,
Yeah, go back.
stabbing
and let's get a
into
counter
this
to that.
one. How many stupid Game Grumps references can we make over the course of this campaign?
Oh, there's no counter big
Probably
enough
a
for that.
lot.
There's no counter big
You
enough. for
stab
that.
into it, it pops blood everywhere, spilling all over Carac, a little bit over you, and
Wait,
you can
is he
take
attacking the one
that.
that stuck me or the?
No, this one stuck you, so technically it should be here.
If it is there, I would like to get it
Okay, you can make your follow-up attack.
Like 22 to hit.
That hits.
Didn't use my thing. Well, that thing that happens might even use anything.
Right.
13 damage.
You're swinging.
Yeah, this was a
So stabbing from the air, you swing and you hack it off of Carac's arm, which still leaves the proboscis in, but can be pulled out pretty easily. Blood pops all over him.
Does it like squirt out?
Yeah,
Viscous?
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Like a little blood goes.
I actually had that happen. I had to do an IV. I had to do, not an IV, but I had to do the thing that you set up for an IV. The fucking, what's it called?
Catheter?
Catheter, yes. I had to put a catheter into someone. I told them, hold the catheter because I have to get something to tape it down.
They did
So
not
I had
hold
to
it.
turn. They did not hold it. They didn't hold it with pressure. So when I let go of it to get the fucking thing, it just went woo, blood. I was like, great. Huh.
That's fucking funny.
Blood is constantly under pressure. Who would have figured?
Yeah.
Insanity laughs.
I don't know the reference. I'm sorry.
That's a line from
Yeah.
Under Pressure.
Under pressure.
Why don't we give ourselves one more chance?
Why can't we give love?
That one more chance. Anyway. Is that your turn? Because you saw movement if you would like to take it. Because obviously you killed, but yeah, I described you killing it. So. But it's up to you. I mean, I'm just asking if it's your turn.
Nah, I'm fine.
Okay. It is now Emerald's turn.
So cool.
Welcome up.
When have I ever fucked anything up? Okay.
That thing you pulled into the spike pit.
I didn't.
You fucked that thing up real good.
Why do you guys keep bringing that up?
Not because it's
So I can actually hit one of them.
So you're gonna move.
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah. I'm just gonna throw him with that. The other one, I guess.
I like to think it must have been oddly satisfying at the time.
19.
That hits.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
1.
boy.
You grab the skirt around the ring, pull it down. It bleeds and shrieks in pain, but it does not die. And do you pull it closer to you?
Yeah. Why the heck not? I'll let it grab onto me. What's the worst that could happen?
You're gonna end up like a dwarf boar?
You pull its proboscis into you as a sign of dominance.
We'll see how far that gets.
I hate this part. That's one of the insanities you can get afflicted with. Misogynist. If an enemy would miss, that person can make it hit
That
instead.
is not misogynist. That is
masochist, isn't it?
I forget what it's called in the game, but misogynist is hates men.
Right, yeah, masochist is what I meant.
It might be masochist.
I am writing and
That's the one that likes pain, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Sadist is the one that likes dealing things.
Yeah.
Hurt me more.
So, Wanda flies down and goes for Squig, thinking him a small and easy target.
Fuck off, I have fucking 19 AC. Come at me.
Come at me, bro. Stupid bitch.
It lands on top of your shield and thinks to bite you, but you whip it around and it doesn't get at your goblin flesh. Thoradin, one lands directly on your helmet and attempts to strike into your back, but just hits your plate armor and is.
Where did this hail come from? The puny stinger cannot penetrate my skin.
I don't think your armor is your skin.
Well, maybe it is
Maybe
to a
you can
dwarf.
Second skill.
Oh.
Dwarves have layers, don't you know?
They like onions
Yeah.
for ogres.
Yeah.
It would be funny if it was.
I'm not sure if that's a playable. Can you be half ogre? I know you can be half orc.
Yeah, it's
But you can be half a lot of things.
Brenna, one lands and actually manages to find a small gap in your plate armor and stab you in the shoulder with its proboscis, dealing 6 damage and latching onto you. It is now Asura's turn. The chittering of the beast intensifies as they move.
They're attached to them, so does that mean I can't move past them?
If you want to kill one,
It's a
go
little
for it.
harder, so you might have to attack them
Okay,
unattached.
then I'm gonna attack the ones in front of me.
Okay.
Or the one trying to attack you.
Also, you're flanking.
10. Oh,
Better? Worse? What?
14.
That hits.
What did I roll? 6.
Did you say 10 total?
Because
Roll a d8.
His dice prison.
But how much damage?
9.
You carve the one that is on Thoradin's head, causing it to gush blood all over you, Thoradin, and Squig.
I forgot. 9. 1 sec.
Well, even if you don't hit them straight center, they still, it's just they're less exploded, but these things are blood gushers. There's really no way.
The worst part is I roll the highest when I do
That is funny. Well, they have 2 health. It really doesn't matter what you roll.
I rolled 1!
Yes, with the
Okay.
exception of Everon. Everon is the only one who did not immediately
Hey,
kill them.
spells don't go up and get the damage increase due to spells, except for artillerists. They do.
Or
Warlock.
Fate.
warlocks.
Yeah.
Warlocks can make their Eldritch Blast add Charisma. It's called Agonizing
Oh, that's
Blast.
right.
Yeah.
What?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And since it hits multiple times, they get to add their, because unlike most cantrips, which just add an extra dice worth of damage, Eldritch Blast gets another instance of itself. Meaning that you can hit force at level 17, you can hit 4 separate targets for the same target 4 times. And if you have Agonizing Blast, you add your Charisma to each one.
So it's just a better
You
magic
can
missile.
also, well, it's a cantrip, so yeah. You can also do something kind of fucked up. There are 2 things you can take that gives your Eldritch Blast a 10-foot knockback or a 10-foot pull.
Oh.
So if you hit someone with all 4 of those and it's a knockback, you have a 40-foot just...
Just play a full party of warlocks and everybody just take that.
You can also do something kind of silly that I like. They can get an invocation called Eldritch Spear, which makes their Eldritch Blast have a range of 300 feet, and then you take the spell sniper feat, which gives spells and cantrips double range and ignore cover. So you have a 600-foot Eldritch Blast that ignores cover.
Iris is gonna have a lot of fun.
I am a sniper.
It's very, very silly. It's also why Warlocks have a reputation, between that and the very low amount of spell slots I have, as just being an Eldritch Blast cannon. Because they kind of are.
That is like the best spell.
Well, it's the best cantrip. If you have the Warlock stuff to back it. And have charisma.
You have at least half of them by level 2, though. If you take both of your cantrips as level 2. Or if you take both of your invocations for it.
Yeah.
So.
In fact, the one that pulls people closer, it doesn't have to be, but I always imagine it to be tentacles, because it's called Grasp of Hadar, and Hadar is like a big tentacle thing from Cthulhu. So I always imagine this is like Eldritch, like it's basically these like Eldritch tentacles that hit you and then pull you in.
Yeah, makes
And I'm like,
sense.
that is so cool.
It's like the occultists.
Yeah, it's literally just like the occultists. I think it's really neat. Anyway, so yeah, you killed this one. It is now Carp's turn.
Well, I'll attack the one that Imran pulled close there.
Alright, is that wrong?
Wow, that's cool.
That sentence had 2 jabs in it.
Yeah. First off, Imran is man.
My bad.
Second off, why are you stealing Caitlin's Starburst off? Why can't you just let it be?
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
Alright. Yeah. What do you want me to do? You'll kill one of them on the... Unless it happens again. Regardless.
How if you guys clear them all out
Fine.
first?
I'll attack. I'll go to the orange one then and attack that one. I don't imagine that it matters, but I did like 11 damage to it, which is violently more than
Would you roll and hit?
Oh, 17 to hit.
That hits and 11 damage. And how are you hitting it?
Well, it's a rapier, so I imagine I'm stabbing it.
I mean, where? Where are you attacking?
If it had a neck, that area.
Okay, you attack it in the neck, stabbing it through the neck, causing blood to gush out and it to fall to the ground, defeated. It is now another one lands on you, stabs into you for 7.
Ugh.
Yeah, it starts draining your blood and attaching with its tiny little like claws, which are uncomfortable but not damaging. And it is now, get it off me. Imran one swoops down and attempts to stab you in the head, but you bring your shield up in time, blocking it and pushing it off into the air above you. The one you pull closer to you attacks you. And unfortunately stabs into your stomach for 7.
Man, but it would have been nice if that one was dead.
Maybe,
Why are you trying to deny Caitlin having candy?
maybe,
Like everyone's like, it's okay, I'll kill this one for you. It's like, give me one.
What? I think she could do more than more than 1 damage.
It's really easy to kill.
I could.
Yeah, and I
If
think
the dice would let me.
yeah, maybe she wouldn't get double teamed.
Anyway, it is now Thoradin's turn.
Sacred Flame. I'll do a large one close. Wait, no. Can I hit one of the pink ones?
Sure, which one?
The one that Caitlin has in the launcher.
Okay.
If possible.
I haven't damaged either, I think.
Both the pinks are there.
The yellow one was one.
And what does it have to save against?
Probably 12.
Okay.
Wait, no. Yeah, 12. Sorry.
Okay. It fails its reflex save. Roll damage.
Okay. 2.
You call down holy light. It shines onto the scourge and causes it to burn, wither, and fall to the ground as a husk. And it is
I know, I only had to do 2.
That's not the one you originally hit.
I know, but I only had to do 2.
It is now. Wait.
Dead last. Unless one of them rolled lower than 3.
No, it is your.
You did like 3.
Go figure.
Rolled. Lower than 3.
You get disadvantage for trying to use ranged spells with an enemy on top of you, correct?
If you're targeting them.
Still, I think it might be prudent to pull out the hammer and try and
Okay.
get it
All
off
the
of
hammer
me.
attack.
As a 14.
14 hits.
Surprised. Okay.
Hit with 14 earlier.
I could be
People
surprised
don't
for
look at
myself.
other people's stuff. Well, listen.
2 damage.
You smack it in the head with your hammer, braining husk and fall to the ground in a big splash of blood, although not as big as if you had cut it.
And I will have use bonus to have Bastion move 2 squares closer so he can do another burst of positive energy for anybody missing.
Yeah. What's the radius on that?
It's 10 radius, not square. Or not
Okay,
cube.
so it won't affect Asura, unfortunately, but it will affect everyone else.
Oh no.
He'll be fine.
Or actually, it won't. It'll only affect you, Carac, and Grenna. Now that I'm looking at it.
One more square power 10.
Then it'll be Emerald, Carac, Grenna, and you.
4, 5. So 6 if you had less than 6. Bonus HP.
Okay, and it is now Grenna's turn.
Neat. I will attempt to remove the one that is on me from me.
Did you lose your bonus HP? You got 6
23
more.
hits.
I had 7 left.
Oh, fuck me then.
Did I have 7 left? Did it deal 7?
Yeah, it did 7 and
Okay, then I
12
have 2.
damage. Well, 6.
So
So
then you
now
go to
it's
6. You hit. What'd you hit?
23.
That hits. And how much damage?
12 damage.
Let's say you got a section.
There's no X in 6. Oh, wait.
Spell 6 for me. Right now. I won't
I'm trying to take some.
Yeah, I guess that's it for me.
Okay, it is now to Emerald's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna primal savagery that level 1 now.
Okay, you have advantage on this one.
Jesus.
On the other side.
You
of
do
it.
not need it.
I don't need it. I got it.
Excuse me.
Sorry,
Makes
I
sense.
got 26. It was a critical.
Okay. Damage.
8.
Claw bite.
5
claw. I'm not gonna fight it.
You kill it, clawing into its. I guess Jeff gets it now.
No.
And yeah, is that your turn? Okay. It is now.
I don't get it.
For sure, it's your turn. You know, I saw a thing of Gushers at the safe. I was like, it would be funny.
Do I get advantage from that?
Yep.
Never mind. 17 damage. And I am going to be stabbing it in the head.
Pulling back with your sword, you stab it through the face with Shatter Spike, causing its face to break apart and it to fall to the ground in a heap. It and the last of the Sturges are defeated, leaving merely the corpse and the bow remaining.
Hey, look, a bow.
The first thing I am gonna grab my bow first thing. If anyone else attempts to do it, I will contest them with my dex dexterity check. Since it's a contested thing to grab things.
It's fine, you grab the bow.
I contest it. Okay.
What if I just want to grab to get to the end?
Okay. What do you guys do?
Well,
Examine my bow for damage.
It's a little roughed up, but it's fine.
mm,
Oh, you will have to replace the strength.
Well, we had to,
Look at the door.
yeah.
It's matted right now.
well, do we see?
I was gonna say.
Do we see anything like farther down?
Oh, the water keeps going down.
Huh.
I was gonna say we left areas behind that we didn't explore, so maybe we should backtrack.
Thoradin was concerned about
We should
that anyway.
absolutely double back.
You're gonna look at the body?
good.
Yes,
must
we'll
be
look at the
behind
body
that door.
first.
Yeah,
I'm not
protected by that
Are you proficient in
ridiculous
medicine?
fire trap.
Like somebody should
Yeah.
probably check out the dwarf.
Oh, you
before
are.
we go
Yeah,
back.
you should look at it.
Rafters.
So let's talk over each other.
Um,
I think it's
sure.
for me.
I'll use medicine and give the cadaver a once over.
I'll search the cadaver's pockets and put
No one
money.
be interesting.
Okay.
If
Get-
Dean
roll
was
medicine.
the character played Dr. Soyberg.
Except you wouldn't know anything.
Don't worry, I'm a doctor. You're not trained in medicine. Don't worry about
No,
it.
in human medicine.
He's not,
Oh my
he's not
god,
a
he
human
actually had
doctor.
a PhD in
Yes.
something.
Oh, yeah, he did.
It was something. It was in art history.
Was it?
Yeah.
He's an actual doctor though, just for aliens, not for humans.
12 on medicine.
But there's a joke that his doctorate is in art history.
Well, he did replace that one girl's nose.
He also rebuilt Hermie, like from just parts.
Yeah.
He just put his head on backwards.
So
and
he's not.
fixed Fry multiple times.
Yeah. Well, he did put Fry's arm on wrong.
Yeah. Well, the wrong side. Yeah.
He did also save Fry's life by attaching his head to Amy's body. Is that right?
He's
Oh,
also
yeah,
done
I
other
remember
weird things though, like take pieces of Hermes' spine and give them to Leela.
that. Did someone else write
It was
this?
like way too many.
No, you were hammered.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, apparently drunk me's handwriting is different than normal me's
No, because
handwriting.
you were writing down loot, and I had asked, "Are you sure that's the right page?" Of course, it's the right page. It's the wrong page.
I don't know. Anyway.
I don't remember that.
I remember that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. That did happen.
Regardless, someone else's handwriting is in here. Unless
So the
drunk
corpse
me.
has a pouch
Drunk
with
me is-
35 gold in it. Additionally, what did you roll on medicine?
12.
It looks like it was attacked by Sturges and has been down here desiccating for a couple of years. So
the
probably not from when the dwarves were originally attacked, because that was like 100 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So you think this might have been part of some sort of expedition, if you had to
It's
guess.
still a dwarf. I like to bury it.
Okay.
I guess I'm
You probably just do that with mold earth, couldn't you?
Yeah, it has to be loose earth.
Does it?
They'll have, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to take them with you then?
Yeah.
Okay. Where you guys going?
Wait, what did he have possession-wise? Just a gold?
35 gold. Everything
Oh.
else is rotted away.
Oh, okay. That's
People showed interest in heading back. I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
Is everyone cool with heading back?
Yeah.
Okay. You head back up the stairs. As you head back up the stairs, you come back into the hall. You see the dwarven-faced door from before.
Fuck that door.
Additionally, to your side, you hear a meow. And
Okay.
you see Sugar over by the where the boxes were moved.
I'm gonna put the corpse
Okay.
down gently and I'm gonna go pet it.
Yeah, you want
Looking at Looking at the
to
door.
Sugar. She
On the way back, I'm gonna splash
Hers.
water on myself to like try and wash all
Oh yeah.
the blood off.
it's
wash off.
gonna take a little more significance.
Actually, fucking use one of those washboards.
No, I'm just saying he does. Unless you empty out like a water skin, you won't have enough water to get it off.
Ah,
You are like covered.
carry cover.
Is this
Yeah.
current strong enough that if I just get in the water and dunk myself?
Lane.
Just
No, it
stick
only
your
goes
face
up
in
like
there.
this much.
Enough to knock you off your feet, but not much else.
I'll use a water skin, and I'll just fill back up in the water. I won't trust the water until we
Alright.
cook her or something.
Noting the range of how far out that fire was spat out by the door, I want to take another crack at that door. The rest of you take steps out of it just
keep
in case.
guidance.
Sure thing.
Alright. You cast guidance upon Squig. Squig, are you going to go up and
Except, I need you next to me.
What?
Hmm?
Why?
In case it goes off, I'd like somebody else to help me be put out. Somebody can stand off to the side. They won't be.
You
can use Strange druid thought.
Druid. You can use.
Why wouldn't it be
Druid
me?
craft. You
I'm
can put
fire-
fires out.
No,
Yeah.
I don't have it prepared.
It's a cantrip.
Whoever.
I don't
Why
have
would
it
you
as a
pick the
cantrip.
squishy
I chose-
healer? I got you. I got it.
Opposite side of the door. Doesn't matter.
Alright. I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay.
I prefer to live. But thanks, though.
How much longer does Bastion have on him?
5 minutes.
Okay, I'll put him to the other side of me.
Also, when I put guidance on him, I'll say, here's for the door.
Little
So
fast
this is for the door, steps
Alright.
down the back, and you feel overcome with confidence.
There's a D4, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So roll me a perception check.
Okay. Well, perception check or
Perception.
dick and run with the door?
No, it's perception.
Okay. Gotta walk in 5. Damn it.
I'll slam fire back. I'm not gonna.
Considering
Same
he's attempted. Wait, no, he only attempted
Wait,
it all
hold
once, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you at least get barrier?
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember how much damage this thing does. I don't think you could chew through all of it in one go.
It will.
Well, he's had a lot.
Okay, so you said you got what?
5.
If that had instead been an intelligence investigation check, what would you have gotten?
Intelligence investigation?
Yeah.
That would have been an 8. Was it supposed to be that instead?
I think he's trying to give you the benefit of the doubt to help you.
How can he just not spontaneously combust?
And you're looking for like the trap, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I know
You
it
can't-
push from the mouth, but.
You don't find it.
Mm,
You're not sure how it activates.
okay. guess look to see how to open the door then?
What?
Because I mean, if I can't find what triggers a trap, then if I can find the mechanisms or something to open the door, if I do something to dick with it where the door will stay open, the trap could trigger once, and then the door opens and stays open.
Well, the door can just be opened. The door is just a door. You can open it.
You could also ask somebody like a door.
But what about the trap?
I got shit.
Will you say that?
Can I take another crack? See if I miss anything?
You're not sure. You've looked at it. You don't know. You know the fire comes out of the mouth, but you're not sure how
Yeah.
or if it's even still active.
Well.
You also can't find where you would disable it.
And the door's stone? And mold
Yeah.
earth can only be used on loose dirt?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, loose earth, you can move loose earth. You can't move stone,
Okay.
but you can do stuff with stone.
Do I think I could stand to the side of the door and take minimal damage from it instead of like the full force from it and open the door? Like so then like say just arm gets blasted instead of me.
So
You have a pair of tongs in
You
your
don't
smithing
know.
tools.
Squig is messing with the door. What is anyone else doing?
I'll ask, is something wrong?
Jeff,
After the inspiring thing of
your smithing tools have tongs, and maybe you can use it to fucking open the door.
I have smith tools.
Yeah, use the tongs to open the doors.
Did you want to go over and...
Are you gonna answer me or are you gonna just...
They'll walk.
He did ask you a question.
Oh. Can't see where the trap is on the door.
Oh,
It might be on the other side.
can I use mason tools or...
Do you want to go up and give it a look?
Yeah,
Give me an intelligence investigation check, or just intelligence if you don't have it.
okay. But since I'm a door for have mason tools... is it
Yeah, you
possible?
can do this with advantage.
Alright. 13. I'll take the 13. So, 16.
You're pretty sure there are a number of like plugs in the side that basically lead, that basically pump out like an alchemical fire spray. Although you're not proficient in thieves' tools, you are pretty sure that you can just jam the hole closed, and can do that if you wish.
Alright, I'll do it.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking of. I just don't have anything on me.
So you pick up like an orc bone, and then you like shave it, and then you shove it in there, and then you open the door, and you hear like a clicking sound, but no fire comes out. On the other side of the door is a small room
It's a
that has basically a counterweight that starts trying to pull the door closed again, closed. But if you hold the door open, it's not able to. As well as a bunch of pipes connected to two huge copper drums. And yeah, that's all that's in the room. A big counterweight and two big drums that are connected to pipes that are connected to the door. I'm pretty sure the drums are where the if Thoradin had to guess, the drums are housing whatever it's spraying out.
This would be a good room to rest in, because if anyone tried to open the door, they get blasted in the face.
We just have to take out the bone and close the door.
It's a small room. You couldn't all.
Oh,
You'd all literally be like dog piled on the ground.
never mind then.
If you care about that, then you could, but it's not the most comfortable.
If I was to sleep on top of one of the barrels.
This still wouldn't help. Then the five of them would be piled on the ground.
No worry about it.
Alright.
It's not a big room.
Using my tinker tools, do I think I might be able to extract the
That
shit
would be
that's in there?
alchemist tools.
Alchemist tools? I have those.
Do you want to try to extract the liquid?
Sure. I mean,
Give me the
Intelligence plus alchemist tools proficiency.
I'm moving away.
Yeah. We should take sugar with us so he doesn't get burned up with us.
However, okay, so you open the thing,
Mhm.
and you could, but it's going to take a while, like a decent while. You can attempt to salvage the liquid that's in the barrels,
Mhm.
but it would take basically a long rest. You would still get the rest during it, but it'd have to be over 8 hours.
Jesus, that's a lot.
Because the mechanism mixes it and sprays it out, so it's in an unmixed base chemical state.
Okay, so extracting it, I'd be extracting it and also making it usable.
Yeah, because if you just pulled the liquid out and put it in your pack, it would be volatile and would explode. So basically,
That
you'd have
sounds
to
like
mix
that could be fun.
No, it would blow up right in your face.
Okay.
So you would have to mix it in the barrel and then put it into like glasses, which basically means you could turn this into alchemist fire, but everyone would have to take a long rest. Sorry. Tried that.
If we wanted to take some time to rest, I could actually try pulling all this stuff out here, make something of it, or we can just come back.
That's up to you. We could bury your dwarf.
Yeah.
Your fellow dwarf while he does that.
I'm no stranger to muck, but it would be nice to have some time to clean up a bit.
Yeah.
Alright.
Everyone, Asura?
You want to take a long rest?
I don't really need one.
I don't need one.
He has no spell class, just for the record.
But if Ed needs
I
one,
should know in character, you've only been going like an hour
Um,
since you last long rested.
Yeah. That is also.
Okay.
Doesn't there
Well,
need
we
to be
don't
a
have to
minimum
sleep,
amount of
though.
No,
time?
there doesn't have to be a minimum amount of time. But
Okay.
just-
But like between long rests, I thought.
Well, I don't need one, but if you want to extract the things, we can bury the door, and everybody can clean up from the blood.
Just
Stuff.
take a long rest.
We don't have to like sleep per se. We can just do other things.
Get everything situated together.
Okay, so you guys want to take a long rest?
Sure.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Sure.
So,
Yep.
Yeah.
okay.
Then before doing that, deactivate Bastion and tuck him away.
Alright, well, the alchemist,
Four is double proficiency bonus. Six. 13. I would also note, I do say everybody should be fully out of this room.
okay, you attempt to mix it, however, it does not mix together correctly and it spoils. Yep. However, the rest of you are just waiting. But you. So where are you burying the store?
Is it all stone?
Inside here? Yeah, it's all stone.
Even the first room where we fought the dwarves across the bridge, there's no loose earth there. Because wasn't there like two big rocks sticking up that they were ducking behind, or was it something else?
Oh, you can go over there. Yeah, there's some loose earth there if you want to go. Do you want to go that way?
We can kick those orcs so we can get their heads while we're at it and throw their bodies in the water.
So who's going to do that?
I'll go with them.
Anyone else?
If there will be still time to wash up after it's done, I'll go with it too.
Yes.
You're going to stay with Squig? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, are you going with them? You staying with Squig? Sit.
Staying.
Okay. So half of you go back in through the main part of the building, and yeah. So 1 second. Pulling up. So you're heading out back through the room with the crates and then going down.
Yeah, we'll go through the path we've already explored. Because we're trying
There's
to.
no way to that room going by the path you've already explored.
Oh, okay.
Because the
well
bridge
then-
was cut.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you assume that when you were in the room with the big sacks of like crates and stuff,
Yeah.
there were two paths that went like south. that well, so there are 3 paths south. One that looks like it goes to a chamber, like that's where that's parallel, like just south of where the stairs are.
Yeah.
And then there are 2 that look like they go towards where the bridge is. And you have not gone down any of those tunnels.
Okay, so the 2 that we think might lead to the tunnel, is there any audible difference between them? Like, do we
No.
hear? No? Which one do you want to go down, Thoradin?
I was gonna go back the way we came. So
We can't do that unless we we have to go all the way around to the far side.
yeah, but I'm saying we didn't go across the bridge. I don't remember doing that.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you can't because it got cut.
Yeah.
So
we
in order
went-
to get to the far side of the bridge where there was loose earth to dig, you have to go a place you haven't gone before.
Who else with us? Verna too?
Right.
Is Verna-
So the part on the bridge fight, the part you guys were on was stone.
Yeah.
The part they were on, where they were shooting arrows at you, or not shooting arrows, throwing javelins at you, that had loose earth and stones and stuff, and they cut the bridge. So the only way to get to that section is to cut through a part of the dungeon you have not gone before. And that's what you're deciding now. Which of the 2
Oh, yeah.
tunnels
Two
you think
tunnels.
will go there do you take?
Right, we used long range on them last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go the one we haven't gone before.
Well, there's
You haven't
2.
gone to either.
So I'm asking you, which one do you want to go to? There's 2 paths that we think might go there.
You're the ranger. Why don't you just pick a path?
Alright. Is it like left and right? Is that the choice? Or are they on the same wall?
One of them is farther, and one of them is basically the path that. So there are 2 that are connected and then split, and then there's one that's on the far side of the room. The 2 that are connected, one of the ones that connects and then splits looks like it goes that way, and the far one also looks like it goes that way. If you had to guess, they lead to the same place, but just from 2 different sides.
Let's go to the far one, I guess.
Okay.
Alright.
The 3 of you go up to the west end of the large chamber and then head down south through a tunnel. You enter a chamber. The walls and floor of its natural cave have been carefully smoothed. You can discern at least 4 routes leading off into darkness. Red coals glow from within the southeastern passageway, and a crude wooden cage door closes off the southern exit. The floor is covered with sleeping furs, crates, sacks, and rubbish. So yeah, there are 2. So there's a wooden fenced-off area that goes immediate south of where you entered, like on the opposite side. There are 2 exits on the left of you, one of which you think goes to that split passage that you didn't take, one of which goes someplace new, and then to your immediate right goes towards where you fought the orcs.
We'll go to where we fought the orcs.
Okay.
Alright.
It would be better to get rid of the body first and not be weighed down by it if we had to fight something, right? So
as you head through the chamber to turn right, you hear from the other side of the wooden fence someone yelling, "Hello? Is there anyone there?"
what language is there?
Common.
And their voice doesn't sound guttural or anything?
It sounds like I sounded.
Okay.
That was
It's
not
on
just
the-
me being
yeah.
that bad at voices. That's,
I got you. And it's through the door we're trying to go through, right?
no, it's to the southern. I said there was like a wooden
Yeah.
fence to the south. On the other side of that, you hear a voice.
They did take captives from other villages.
Let's.
Though that might be some of the captives.
I'll
Yes.
go see.
If they have cat. Oh, yeah, that's true. I don't know why I'm trying to talk to these quick.
No, I was saying that out of character. I was like, I mean, we're smart enough to remember that.
There, you have the bar getting drunk.
Isn't that
Also-
where Marin is?
I'll
No,
say in
we're
character.
at the cave getting drunk.
I'll
Well,
say in character whispering. You should go check. See who that is.
Doesn't the Crystal
that-
Cave sound like a hippie lesbian bar?
It totally does. Oh god.
Just say.
you want to check it out?
Caitlin's like, yeah, it's us.
I like rocks.
Alright. We'll
Assault
go check it out. Although
So
I'm
you're
gonna
gonna check
try-
the southern wall for
That
it?
sounds
Okay.
way more.
Yeah.
You sneak up to it?
Yeah.
Well, Grove or Grotto?
Grove.
Okay. When you open... Okay, as you approach, except for you who stealthed, so give me a stealth roll.
I got an 8, so not good.
Okay. You approach. You see on the other side of the... Once you get close enough to the wooden gate, it's pretty easy to see what's on the other side. There is a cage, and in it... 2 humans, a man and a woman, get up, run to the edge of the cage, and shout, "Thank Yondala, we're rescued! Oh my god!"
Be quiet. I can't. We don't know if people will come back if they hear you.
The orcs have left us here. We thought we were going to starve.
It's been that long. Alright,
It's been like 10 hours since the orcs
Yeah.
died.
or does whatever they're locked in look like it can be forced open if someone's strong enough? Because, I mean, I'm not, probably, but I don't have these tools, so we'll have to go back and get Squig or someone.
With brute strength, no, but if you hit it a little bit, it might just bust open.
Damn, I should have gone down there.
Let's whack it.
Yeah.
We're gonna,
You're gonna stand with the others in case enemies show up.
me and Gurna are gonna whack it.
Okay.
Thor.
Wait.
Or
Give me a
somebody
tackle.
had to carry my
What kind of
corpse
cage
from
Is that
following it up.
stone?
Is the
Is
the
that
lock? The lock is an
No.
iron.
No, the cage is attached to stone.
Is the cage attached to stone?
What kind of cage? It's a cage like all around,
It's
right?
probably iron if it's orcs.
Well, this is dwarven place, so this might be like a dwarven prison.
Maybe.
Doesn't specify. I would assume it's iron.
Well, I was just thinking I could use, if I can somehow mess with the stone.
If you wanted to rip the iron bars out, messing with the stone can make that easier. But that might be harder than just hacking the lock off. It's up to you. Might look more impressive if you want Greta to just rip the iron bars out and be like, "Tell others of my tale." Who are you? I'm a bad woman.
Well, then I'll talk to
That's cool.
Who?
I'll leave it up to Dave. Since he's the
Wherever
strongest.
Well, we were already
We are
trying to
attacking.
smash the lock off, so.
Give me some
we'll just
attack
keep
rolls
up
then.
with that. I got 26.
That hits.
I got a 19.
That also hits. What's your damage?
Uh,
Can I do max damage?
no.
That's
Although Shadow Spike would absolutely do max damage.
Shadow would do max damage. Acid.
I mean, it
does
looks
max
like
damage.
Greta crit, so the
Yeah.
lock's probably coming off
Jesus.
anyway.
Criticals exist.
Yeah.
So that's like the third one in a row for
He
us.
does have enhanced crit.
Right, I forgot about that.
How much damage?
24 damage.
Wow, okay. So you moved to hit it with your rapier, but Greta grabs her greatsword and in one vicious swing hacks the lock off, causes the door to fly open, and the people to both like jump back under the ferocious display. The 2 people, man and woman, look malnourished and sickly. Like they can still stand and walk, but if you had to guess, they've been here a while.
I'll give them each some food.
The man still stays back, a little surprised, but the woman walks out of the gate and says, "Oh, thank you so much. Our families couldn't pay the orcs, so they kept us here. I assume they were waiting for something."
May I ask who you are?
Oh, yes, I am Corana, and this is Garadel.
I am Thoradin Ironfist.
Oh, we are not of any clan. We live near a small farm, about a day's travel from here. We've been here for the last month. I thought we would never see the light of day again. The man says, Well, we still haven't, actually.
Like, you're not going to.
She says, are the orcs? What happened to them?
We killed some of them, but not all of them. So we should get you out of here.
The man says, yes, they send out raiding parties. If you didn't encounter them on the way here, I'm sure they're still out attempting to find farms like ours and attempt to take prisoners.
So if we get you out of here, you might just run into them on the way back to civilization.
Yes, we might.
We did see footprints leading away.
She says, I would hope not to impose too much on you, but if you would take us back, my mother would be just so grateful. As would we.
We'll have to talk to the rest of our group. I don't want to commit us to something.
Yes, we understand. And he says, yes, I do understand.
I'm certain there is something we will be able to work out.
In the meantime, you can stay with us. We have a task to complete, and then we'll go back to the others and
Are
see
you
what
going?
they
Oh, no, sorry, never mind. I thought you were implying something else.
No.
And they say yes. So you're gonna go and bury that body?
Yeah.
Okay. You go, you take out shovels, you dig, you bury the body.
I'll do some quick priest
Rites.
rites.
Okay. The dwarf is buried in his ancestral home.
I'll get the orcs' heads. I assume Brenna will
Capital
probably help me, but maybe not. Just Brenna.
I'm here, so I just
sworn to the corpses.
Alright. Say we got their heads.
But truthfully, I'm more interested in one prominent, important head than all the small ones.
Yeah, I know. But we get paid for these heads.
That is true.
Okay, what do you guys do now?
We'll head back to Squig and then we're on the Asura.
Okay, you're gonna go back?
Yeah, we'll take the people with us. Obviously.
When you tell them you're taking them further in, they
Feel
don't-
uncomfortable?
Yeah.
And
That's
They say we
fair.
would rather wait here if you don't mind.
you know that I guess it's the same amount of travel whether they stay here or not, but if you stay here and the orcs do find you, we can't protect you if you
Roll me
come.
persuasion.
This is my worst fucking skill. You know, I have a negative to charisma.
Don't you also have persuasion trained?
I do, but that's besides the point. 17.
And they say, I suppose.
Then maybe you should let the mask down every so often then, so you can see your face and you look a little more trustworthy.
Fuck you.
You head back.
Yes.
You are still working on your chemical supplies. You two are standing watch when the three of them return with a man and a woman with them.
There's enemies behind you.
Oh my god.
I don't do much.
Do any of you say anything? What do you guys do?
Found goddamn their names. I'm bad
Just
at
say we
names.
found these two.
We found these two people. They've been captured for a month, they say.
They want us to take them back to their home. It's a day away from here to a farm. They're worried that they'll run into the orc scouting parties if we leave them to go themselves. So I wanted your guys' opinion on whether that's okay with you or if you want to just guide them to the entrance and let them go on their way.
Well, Squig, sure, Emerald. How do you respond?
Well, I mean, this conversation's happening outside the door?
No.
I said they walk
We
up
came
to
back.
the three of you and talk.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I'd still be working on the thing.
You can still hear them.
Well, the room that we got into was a small one, just a small room,
Yeah, very small.
but it's guarded by a trap.
Yeah, but they
I'm-
haven't eaten. We'd have to leave food from here.
I'm also working on dicking with it.
I'm fine with leaving them food.
Also,
But if we die, they'll just be in here forever.
yeah.
They also really want to go home.
Yeah,
They
I
can
don't want to
wait.
do that.
We have
I'm-
adventuring to do.
How far away is
Like,
the
there's
town?
not going to be adventure if we go with them and kill orcs.
How far away is the town that we came from?
3 days. Their home is much closer.
Yeah, their home's a day
Oh.
away.
Yeah.
I said that.
I thought they meant like from the town, not
No.
from there.
From here.
From here,
Sorry.
I said their. Well, regardless,
Mm.
their home is a day away. So at most, it takes a day to get there and a day to get back. So it's 2 days, and then we come back here.
Well, I mean, it is a decent worry.
We do know.
How much food do we have? Like everybody's rations put together.
I could use some more, to be honest. But
I believe it is worthwhile to deal with this more immediately. As reluctant as I am to give up ground to the dungeon, it will still be here when we return.
Gyarados says, I agree.
You're not a
You
part
would.
of this.
Well-
You're not involved in this. I'm
But also,
they
really
are
it is
involved
excellent.
in Asura, Jesus. They
Well-
get a say in their own fate.
We
Or
No, we should
except for
definitely
Jesus wasn't in
leave
there.
and come back to this place later.
We can also set up some traps of our own for anybody that tries to come through.
What if other people, other adventurers come through behind us and then tie to their
Or
trap?
bounty hunters.
I think it's more likely the Hork party
That
that
comes back.
left, that,
That's true.
that we saw the tracks.
I would just as soon kill more orcs than you.
We were a little hard pressed to get in here on the first place. If we give them ground back,
Maybe they'll.
I don't remember that.
Maybe they'll notice we.
No, out of character, I, through luck, didn't get touched.
I don't think I got touched.
Grant remembers it as
Regardless.
fine. We charged it, it was
She
bound,
doesn't
we got in
remember
there.
Amaron going down 5
Hey,
times
maybe,
at all.
maybe when we hit.
I think they're referring to when they stormed the door, not the
Yeah.
fight with Ulfe.
Yeah.
Maybe
Uh,
if,
That's
He
it.
said entering was hard. I don't remember that.
maybe if we leave, they'll put that rope bridge back up when we come. By the time we come back, why'd they just leave?
search the place. They're still here.
Where's the enemy?
Alright, so what are you guys doing?
I vote to take them back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we would take
Should
it back.
definitely take him back.
And yeah, so that's at least 5. So unless Squig really doesn't want to take him back.
No, I might as well.
You can stay here on your own, Squig, if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, Squig's a coward though.
Hey, it's your
On
fault.
very certain things. I am fine with mixing
Yes,
chemicals
Such as
that blow
boss
up.
fights.
That one being outnumbered.
Hey, I'm fine with mixing
That's true.
chemicals that could blow up a mountain in front of my face. Like whatever. This is fine. This
Yes.
is cool.
But I'm talking about your specific flaw of being outnumbered, so you staying behind
Alright.
by
Is
yourself.
there nothing in that
It's
room?
1-0.
There were,
Hey.
there were 2 tanks of chemicals.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's a cool door that dictates a cool room.
Which is exactly the point of the trap. Oh, that's a cool door. I'm assuming. I didn't write the adventure, but I would assume people would be like, you know, I assume.
There might have been something weird.
Alright, you guys take them and go. With Carac leading the way, you get them back to their home in half a day. Unless you guys are going to try to use stealth.
Was it days traveled by foot or by?
It was a day's travel by.
Because we do have horses.
Because we have horses and a cart.
Okay, well then you could get there in.
We'll dump
Like
those.
I guess a quarter of a day, but you won't be able to stealth that way.
That's
Yeah, stealth
fine.
horse.
Yeah, right.
Stealthy horse.
Just cover it in leaves.
Well, you might be able to stealth with horses, but you can't stealth with horses and a wagon. I
Yeah.
refuse to believe that.
How about
We attach a bunch
Modern-
of branches to the back.
how about modern day D&D ghillie suits for horses?
Alright.
No, just.
I think that's just
antlers
called
and
a
little
horse
things
bit
to
of disguise.
We take a bunch of dirt, we sift it so that it's really powdery. We lay down the path in front of us all the way to their hut. Then we find a 10th level mage. Have them
Technically, we
teleport
could
us.
stealth with a
Then
car.
we're there, made no noise.
Trace.
I thought
No,
you
I'm
were
saying
about
I wouldn't give you a check because the idea of a
I thought
cart
you were getting
drawn by
reference
horses
to,
being
like,
stealthy would be
fucking,
completely ridiculous.
I got you.
My cozy from
So,
life or
the
whatever.
group of you reach the farm. Korana's parents are there to greet you. They rush up, grab their daughter, and you're guessing their son-in-law. But, you know, it's not like they tell you. And her father in particular moves to the group of you, an older man, slightly balding. I'm sure that's hard to imagine. Thick glasses.
Come on, you don't look old.
Yeah,
No.
doesn't
8
have a
years
daughter.
ago, I was mistaken for being 40.
What?
8 years ago.
Well, I don't know
Well,
who
by dip.
That person is a card.
Anyway,
That's a good argument.
besides the point, he's kind of he has like a beet red face,
Weather.
green shirt with a like a yellow tunic, is carrying a garden hoe, and after hugging his daughter and his son-in-law, turns to you and he says, "Thank you so much. I can't believe that you brought Korana and Garadil back." And he seems to think to himself, and he's like, "I believe we have something for you." He goes inside and comes back out with a bag, and he says, "These were my father's, but I believe they should be yours now.
Wait,
It's not much, but we're just simple farmers.
wait.
But you do have our thanks."
It depends
He hands
what
you a
it
bag.
is.
When you look in the bag, there's 2 healing potions.
Sick.
If it's not too much trouble, sir, can I also buy some food from you? I know your children are very hungry, but we
Yeah,
have
need a spare.
a large dwarf fortress to continue exploring.
Oh,
Provisions
please,
would be-
by all means, money is not required. We just we have food. If you want to stay and eat, we would be more than happy to have you
Do you want to stay and eat?
for like a meal.
Yeah, for one meal. We're not staying the night.
Also good PR. We should.
I won't turn down free food. Besides, we've been eating rations for days, right?
Yeah.
So, a home cooked
I'm
meal.
gonna say no.
Yeah.
Okay. They, if any of you sound like you don't want to, Korana's mother insists.
Wait.
Hmm.
The
What?
cat.
The cat is fine.
Oh.
I should note the cat when you go outside, Sugar's like it looks up and then like squints real hard and like tries to go back in, but then when it sees you leaving, it like rushes to like into your cart and like covers its eyes. It does not like the sunlight.
Does the cat have
if-
sunlight sensitivity for
Yeah.
real?
It's
the
a
cat
mountain
has
cat.
sunlight sensitivity.
If by
It has probably been out in the sunlight once.
Is it possible? Okay, I know if people go into the sack, it's suffocation. Can somebody be like wedged inside there and have space, but just be like,
No, but you have a
covered by it?
wagon. The wagon can be covered.
We'll do that then.
I mean,
yeah.
unless you explicitly didn't get a covered wagon. But
That's
What kind of
asking
I
for
love
people
bastards.
of glory. Oh my god!
you're on a horse.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah. You can just ride on a horse.
I wanna.
Anyway.
Can I like make the wagons
Why is there an
cover
umbrella?
the top with like leaves and stuff so that it looks a little camouflaged when it's not moving?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, they bring you in. They take a sheep and one that's getting pretty old, and put it to blade.
It's time.
And yeah, you have sheep and rabbit and mushroom and carrot and onion stew, and it's pretty good. They also crush up a bunch of tomatoes in it, so it's kind of like a tomato soup / stew. It's good. It's definitely one of the better meals.
I'm surprised that
Compared
Meron
to
didn't
the
say anything
rations.
about the lamb. Or sheep.
Huh?
There's nothing wrong with
He
eating
eats
animals.
meat. He's wearing a wolf skin.
Yes,
He
but
has
they're
been the
kill-
whole
yeah, but
time.
they're killing an animal.
They're also
For food.
farmers.
For food.
Oh.
Circle of life.
Okay.
You think animals don't eat animals?
I guess I should.
Circle of death.
Do you not remember back when it was
Sure.
like, oh, pudding is literally made from elves, and Maron was just like, oh, well, I guess they gotta eat something. It's not like it's elves eating elves, so that's fine.
No. So yeah, you are. They're very happy to be home. They are very grateful. They give you some spare food, mostly stuff that'll keep more.
Yeah.
Some preserved stuff and some honey jars and some bread.
How many days of food do you think there would be if we divided
I'll
all
say
up
you can
evenly?
each add 3 days worth of food to your rations.
Cool.
And assuming you rest on the I guess you wouldn't have been able to finish your alchemy stuff actually. But it would have spoiled anyway, so.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask to change the
No,
roll.
that's fine.
If we go back and I continue.
Well, I'll just say that you had to go, and it spoiled in the meantime, but you were like, it was better to bring them back sooner anyway.
Plus,
He forgot to put the lid back on.
Well, once you start mixing it, it's going to go bad unless you finish it.
yeah.
I got you.
Out of character, you know it would have failed regardless, but...
I just won't tell them that.
Uh,
it went bad because we had to leave it.
Definitely not because I accidentally poured that in there and that was a really bad idea.
No.
Starting to turn purple and bubble.
We're not opening this door again.
So,
I know
you,
we're not going to get by
Actually,
the
the
fire.
trap-
however,
Right,
before
you
you
fucked it
head
up anyway.
back,
I don't know what we're going to get sprayed with if we open that door again.
before you head back, however, I am going to call a short break. We will be right back. All right, and we're back. The group of you has just had a meal with the rescued orc captives, and their parents received their reward of 2 healing potions, and they are now set back on their merry way towards the stone tooth.
Hopefully we can rid their problem.
Okay.
Before we left, could I have asked them if there were if they knew of any other captives or anything like that, or people that got taken, or if there's only survivors, only ones they knew?
Within
They're
the
the
area.
only ones that.
Okay.
Cronus says, we're the only ones we know about.
Where's the
Just like-
closest town
The one we came from.
from them?
Still the one we came from is 2 days away, isn't it? There's a town
Oh,
close
they
there.
also, sorry, I also asked, Corona asks what your names are. Well, they asked what all your names are, but she particularly is interested in your names and your name.
Did you guys?
Oh, Carac.
Oh, I had introduced myself with
Thoradin.
Thoradin.
Okay.
Well, my name's Carac.
She takes particular note. And, yeah, you guys leave. As you are heading back towards the Stone Tooth, heading from the west, or the northwest, so basically parallel with the path you originally took here in the first place, you see further up on the road a group of 8 orcs who are skulking down the path and attempting to be stealthy. However, Carac, as you're doing a little scouting ahead, you do see them.
Like towards us or the camp?
No, they're heading back towards the Stone Tooth,
Mm.
and they're on the they're on the path that you guys first took up there.
I'll point them out to everyone, and also say I think we should ambush them. We could also try to beat them back if we. I mean, we're on horses, right? If we try and get back before them, we can lay an ambush for them. It's up to you guys.
Would that be possible?
It's possible, but they might.
We'd have to get ahead of them.
Yeah.
Well, you could, but on horses, they'll probably notice you.
What about the wagons?
Well, but there's only one wagon.
Wagon, whatever.
Yeah.
You
Alright,
can try.
let's just try. We can just take them out now then.
Just ambush them now.
Yeah.
Anyone else have any thing to put in?
I think it's a good idea to ambush them now.
Okay.
Probably.
On foot or on horses?
I do not have mounted combat.
I don't have.
On
On foot. I don't want my horse getting injured. It's
Yeah.
also not a war horse, so I don't want
So you guys get up as close as you can without alerting them. I assume under Carc's watchful ranger eye, and then attempt to sneak up on them. I think I need a group stealth check.
Roll with disadvantage, right?
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Please don't. Ah. Too low.
Sure.
You're right,
10.
Carc.
18.
Emerald.
11.
8.
Squig.
16.
And Gwenna.
21.
Really?
You have disadvantage.
Jesus.
You rolled 2 20s? That's crazy.
Oh no, I rolled 19.
Oh, you have 14
Two.
dex. Sorry. I thought you had a 1 from dex, and I was like, holy
Surprise.
shit, you
My
rolled
ass
2
cheeks.
twice. What you find is 8 orcs fighting rust monsters. Oh.
No! No! Oh, wait. Oh, okay, right. I wanted to ask, for wands regaining charges, it says at the end of the day. Is there a difference between end of the day and long rest?
Oh,
I'm just going to count it as long rest.
Okay.
when we long rested,
I will say that between the, no, you guys haven't long rested yet. So,
Oh.
yeah. Because it got interrupted by you finding the captives and then taking them back, so
Not enough time would have transpired
no.
to be considered long rest.
So
Okay.
then, does that change your plan any? Or are you still going to ambush them?
I'm still gonna ambush him.
I was just asking for terms of
I'm down,
wand
so-
recharges.
You guys are still okay with it?
Yeah.
well, they are.
Okay, now real quick again. You got 10, you got
18.
18,
11.
11,
8.
8,
16.
16, and 21. Okay. The group of you successfully. I should probably wait till the map is drawn to continue that sentence.
As we're sneaking up on them, would I be able to cast a buff before we actually get there?
Sure, what do you want?
Arcane weapon. And I was going to put it on your.
He already.
Isn't it self only?
Is arcane weapon self only? I do not remember because this would be the first time I have ever used it. Let me double check real quick.
Jeff had buff my bow anyway, and since we didn't long rest, the buff should be there still.
Yeah.
Okay. It has to be a weapon I'm holding.
But under target, does it say self?
Range self.
Yep. So it's self only.
So if I lose the weapon, the spell drops.
I guess.
For the duration, it's concentration up to an hour.
Yeah, but basically it's an enchant. It's a self buff only.
Any target you hit with the weapon.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Then I will do that with the light crossbow.
And what's the damage type?
They're not weak to any particular.
Wait, how do you have spell slots?
Thank you for reminding me. I do jack.
Well, I don't think that's really appropriate for this program.
No, I do jack, not jack it.
No. He's
I know
saying
the
you
implication.
Jack is a person. He's saying you doing Jack is.
We're gonna need you to be inside the bun on this one.
What would you say is the most iconic first level spell?
Magic missile.
Magic missile.
And it's magical darts, right?
Yeah, it's like bolts of energy that fly around.
The orcs walk 2 by 2 with 5 feet of space between them. Carac, Roll me perception since you were scouting them out first.
23.
One of the orcs at their head, the Snickers in particular, only has one eye and carries a large spear.
So, do I think they're a cleric? Like,
Pretty sure.
Okay.
They appear to be an eye Grush.
I'll say to the others that the person at the head of their column,
That one first.
that's a cleric. We should get rid of the caster first.
You guys get mad when people do it to Emerald, but you're like,
Emerald got
cleric, die!
Emerald got beat down like
I don't know.
5 friggin' times.
I feel like
That
we
shit
responded pretty well last fight. Or 2 fights
I
ago.
know. I know I'm doing like that. What am I doing?
Oh no, what are you doing?
Shut up.
I think he's just doing him.
Okay. And yeah,
I thought he was doing Jack.
That's it.
they're walking down the road. You are coming up on them using the cover of the trees. So, you've come across your enemy. They are orcs, led by an Eye of Grush. They appear to be stoically marching down the path, carrying between them. Some of them are carrying like what look like a large chest, and some of them have big like a big crate. All of them are carrying stuff between them. Like these two have a chest. These two have a what looks like an armoire, and these two have like a big crate between them. These two are not carrying anything other than their weapons.
It's likely stuff that they took from villagers,
Mm-hmm.
which we should give back.
Find which village.
So, what's your action? They have not noticed you.
Are we all taking our turn simultaneously for the first thing?
Should probably be the best
Yeah.
way to do it.
Can we
You can.
try to move up as a group silently? And
Uh,
then take them?
That would give them a chance.
Well, you're about as close as
I'm sorry, you said the Snickers was the
I
Well,
have
yeah.
Grush, yeah.
Supposed to do 6 5.
With the good candidates.
Should have all been Snickers
I'm
or Reese's.
going to use the crossbow. Could also try using Wand of Entanglement.
I'm gonna cast Hail
Could
of
do
Thorns as my bonus action, and I'm gonna attack the Rumesh
Okay.
player.
I should note there's a 5-foot space between each line.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So the thorns would hit the
them
two in
two.
front. Yeah.
In that case, I'll just use Hunter's Mark on. I'll use Hunter's Mark to mark Cleric, and then I'll attack her with my bow.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing for your action?
Take 1.
I can move
Oh,
get within range and use a javelin.
You could also try to breathe fire.
I will move up and
It's only 15.
Oh.
Come. So unless I got like
From here, it would hit
4.
3.
From here, it would hit these 4.
Oh.
Okay. Would that count as sneak attack
Yeah, you can run out and do your fire bet
or
for.
advantage?
So having snuck up on them, you're gonna roll initiative as normal,
Okay.
but they would be treated as having the surprised condition.
Are people
Okay.
fine with me breathing fire in the back four instead
Sure.
of in the eye?
So actually, what
That's
I
fine.
need.
Nah,
Do what you want. No, it's
Wand of the War Mage. Wand of Entanglement.
I'll move after you do that, I guess.
Well, I need you to roll initiative first.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
Fucking bullshit.
I'll take it.
There's a 13 and then a 5. Oh yeah, I got it.
What?
2!
This is for initiative though. Oh, you're just trying to roll to see how bad's rolling?
Wait. No.
We already rolled a
Never.
sneak.
Not Snake Man. Someone else. I mistook it for someone else. Not him.
Okay.
It's 5.
Okay. Sorry, I had to look up the surprise rule again. So we all roll initiative as normal, but they basically all lose their first turn.
Okay.
Wow.
Is how it works. Thank you. So, Asura initiative.
17.
Carac initiative.
16.
Emron initiative.
A 7.
Thoradin initiative.
5.
Squig initiative.
19.
Grandma initiative.
9.
All right, so Squig, you did the wand of entangle.
Yes, and since it's 20, I'm just gonna put these guys on the edge and just so then it'll hit all of
So
them.
start it from here, and it's a 20-foot radius.
Square. 20-foot square,
Square.
from the point.
Yeah, that does hit all of them. So they all have to roll a DC.
13, because it's from one. And it is a strength check.
DC 13. Well, is that the save or the check to break it for you?
So 13 per save.
Okay. But it's a strength save. Just double check.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a strength check.
Okay. Well, does it say check or save? Okay, very different.
Cast spell. Succeed on strength saving throw.
Okay.
So it's a strength check to get out.
Right, that's what I was asking.
And that number is different.
Okay.
Oh wait, wand of the war mage, so that means 14.
That doesn't apply to other ones. That applies to spells you cast.
Oh, I thought. Okay. Then shield and wand of
Okay. So you thought you wanted to tangle it. Vines sprout up from the ground and attempt to wrap all of the orcs up.
I just want at least 3 of them, and one of them has to be a fucking eye.
The 2 up front are entangled. This one is entangled. This one is entangled. This piece is over here is entangled. The pink starburst is entangled, and the rest of them make their save.
Okay.
So half of them are entangled.
I'll take it.
Then it is Ashura's turn. So you move up here, and they roll. I think they roll a save actually.
Yeah.
Say DC
And then you roll the damage.
12, right? I think.
Yep.
Reflex, or I'm sorry, dexterity save.
Yeah, just stat.
What kind are you?
Fire. Or gold.
Gold.
It's a DC
Dex.
12 dexterity.
Do ones that are restrained get those saves?
Well, that's what I found. Yes.
So it's 2d6 on half of d6 here. So
Yeah, so you can roll that 2d6 damage right now if you want.
Just do.
Bye-bye.
Damage is damage.
So.
Does that line on fire?
that's not that bad actually, because you did damage to. You'll do damage to all to 4 of them. So if you multiply.
Okay.
with
They
the
get
gold-
disadvantage on their dex save for
Oh.
being restrained. So. This
Can't
one
just fire
and this
like
one
white people on fire.
have disadvantage.
No, I don't think they light things on fire. Most things that cause
So
fire
that
damage
one's
light
fails.
unattended objects on fire, but if someone's wearing it,
Next.
catch on fire.
Okay.
That one fails.
Unless it explodes. So.
This one succeeds. And that one succeeds. So. These 4 are engulfed in flames.
Smite of breath weapon.
That would be cool, but no, you totally can't do that.
Has to be a handheld.
It has to be a melee weapon. It can't be a ranged
It
attack.
turned into
Oh,
a
right.
breath.
Either lightning or gravity beams, depending on the movie you're watching. I know a lot about you doing.
That'd still be awesome.
It is now Carac's turn.
What I said I was originally gonna do.
Hunter's
So
Mark.
Hunter's Mark and arrow to the orc on each.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, really?
Maybe being restrained means they have less AC.
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
If you're unconscious on the ground, you still have the same AC.
But then you have advantage on ranged attacks. 'Cause you're
12.
prone.
12 to hit. Even with advantage, the highest I rolled was 4 on the dice. Just the other thing was a
Your
1.
arrow flies out, strikes into the Orc Ironfist's chain armor.
Hmm.
It is now Grenna's turn.
Oh wait, sorry. I'm a Hordebreaker, the other one.
Oh right, okay, sorry. Well, I went there.
Oh, so the primary doesn't even need to hit?
No.
Dang.
Okay.
Alright.
Does a 26 hit?
He's like Evil Knievel. He gets paid for the attempt.
Yeah.
Oh. Alright.
Anyway, what?
26 to
20 hit, that hits.
And it does 10 damage.
10 damage?
12 damage.
12 damage. What is it, 10 or 12?
It's 12.
Your arrow strikes into the other orc in the lead's shoulder, causing him to grunt in pain. Grenna, it is now your action. I will note. Everything in the blue is difficult terrain, so you will move at half speed moving through it.
That is unfortunate.
You got range, right?
15. Yep, my range is way worse than my melee.
Yeah. That's still range.
You get like a God of War style like axe that throws and returns to your hand, so there's literally no difference. They get like a big two-hander, so you can still
Axe
do
of return.
Yeah.
Optimal. I
Does
will
that count as
then
melee?
assault this.
Oh, for purposes of smites? No, unfortunately. Throwing weapons do not count as melee for purposes of
Is
smites.
the returning spell
That would be
the
cool,
blink, or is it
but-
flies back?
22 to hit.
Anyway. That hits. And the return in hand when you put on your weapon makes it fly back to your hand. It doesn't blink back.
But the flyback doesn't do damage, or can
It can.
No, it doesn't do damage in D&D.
Oh,
Ah.
sorry, D&D.
11 damage.
No, I know it does
Oh,
damage
God,
in God of War.
11 damage?
Yeah, I can hit all the way back and God of War.
That's the
Still-
part that can knock me down.
Still,
I know, it's because I haven't played in a while because of fucking school.
You slash
know,
into
it
him. He howls in pain, but is knocked down.
Did you beat the backward clean?
The what?
I was asking if Sid played it.
Oh, he's beating
Yeah.
the hell out of that game.
So you beat
Okay, it is now
Yeah,
Emerald's turn.
have you got it?
They're all stuck in a huge
I
patch.
still
I'll
got.
just go move up in the.
I was getting
Primal
bored. I want to
7-3,
finish it
whichever one's
though
been hit
before I quit it, so
Just,
I finished
Okay.
the game.
pile
Roll
up
attack
on
roll.
the damage.
You have advantage on this.
Okay, bye.
Right back. It
Does that count?
doesn't want to
It
play.
put itself away.
That still counts.
12.
You also have advantage.
Oh, okay.
No, I want to come out.
21.
That hits.
Okay. Yes. Nice.
Good.
Claws or Fang, and where are you targeting? Which issue? Which one?
Fang and I guess whatever flesh is exposed.
You strike your claws into fangs. You bite into his neck as acid drips out of your mouth, and you tear the orc's throat out, causing him to die screaming.
Oh shit. Sorry,
and
David.
then down to
I was just trying to help. I feel bad.
Hey, you got candy.
Oh.
It's fine. We don't need to save candy for each other.
Yeah.
Why don't we just take it?
Well, kill
Whatever.
We don't
Instead
have
of
to
telling
kill the
people you
enemies,
gotta
we
save
don't have
candy,
to
so
kill
someone can
Mario.
have one.
So it is now Thoradin's turn.
I mean, they are just
It's
candy.
actually
You don't need to wait till they're dead to start eating
So
them.
can I use Sacred Flame?
Yeah, you can use Sacred Flame if you want.
And what's the target sound like? Because it's 60 squares.
You have the card.
I can't see the fucking border on it. nice.
farthest enemy you can hit from without moving?
Yeah.
I mean, you could move and cast.
I can. Oh, nice.
You can hit all of them with a 60-foot range.
Then I'll hit the leader.
Okay. Disadvantage on this. Turning that sweet 21 into a 4.
Cool.
Roll that damage.
Alright. 5.
The blessing of Morden comes down, searing the orc's flesh viciously. The orc cries out in Orcish. I'll take your beard and the skull it's attached to, you dirty dwarf!
I'll take your other eye.
Are you yelling that back in Orcish?
Yeah.
Okay, so for the rest of you, the orc screams something in Orcish and Thoradin screams something back. You think they're having a religious debate, but like a very angry one.
Theological combat.
Ah! I love Civ 6. Let's discuss our religion. With lightning bolts!
This is where mine is better.
Mormonism gives tons of food. Anyway. Five damage. Alright. That is the first turn. I named mine Crabs. Crabs is spread.
Crabs is spread to Europe.
The Greeks spread crabs all throughout the world. The Eye of Groot struggles against the vines, is not able to break free. Then reaches his hand to the eye medallion on his chest, grips it, and as he does so, a spiritual spear appears in the air.
This shuriken.
Summoning the spiritual weapon, the blade attempts to strike down at you, but you hold your shield high, Thoradin, and rebuff it with the power of Moradin. And it is now... That one attempts to break free. However, it struggles against the vines and is unable to do so.
Yeah. Well,
Squig, it's your turn.
When their turn comes up,
It's your
since
turn,
they were
Squig.
surprised, they don't get a chance to bust out.
You have to concentrate, but what about your...
It is concentration.
What about your turret?
I can't summon it.
Because you concentrate.
Once per day, I can summon it for free, and then
Oh,
any
yeah,
other
but
time
long
after
rest,
that, it
okay.
takes spell slots,
Okay.
which I have. I'm going to cast. I can cast a spell while concentrating.
Yeah, as long as it's not a concentration.
Okay,
But you don't have any spell slots.
Ray of Frost, cantrip.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Or debuffs.
Attack this one, it'd be kind of
It would have cover, so
Yeah.
I have +2 armor.
that one.
And we still have cover from Greta.
I move here. That one is restrained.
Yes,
Then this one. This one is not correct.
that one is restrained.
I thought it was this one.
No, this was the one that just got a turn and is restrained. This one's not restrained.
What?
Well, I'm trying to one that's not
he's trying
restrained.
to debuff and
You can't hit one that isn't restrained, but that doesn't also have cover.
Alright.
You can move and then
There's no spot I can move. From
Well, you
where,
already used.
from where I was.
You have one more space, but
Not really.
no, because moving into here would take 2 spaces. And here, this guy would still have cover from you. So no, you can't reach that. You can't reach a place.
Okay. Then I'll hit the one that hasn't gone yet. Or blast at it with Ray of Frost. Hope it hits.
A bunch of them haven't gone yet. Which one do you mean?
The one that this one didn't go. So yeah, that one. You pull out
When you said the one that hasn't
Sorry.
gone yet, I'm like 5 of them haven't gone yet.
Tinker's Tools, Bird, and Ray of Frost. Ooh, $22 to hit.
That hits.
Sick. Is a D8. For 7 damage, and that one has 10 less movement until my next turn.
A ray of frost fires from your mechanical hummingbird and strikes the orc in the chest, causing it to shudder and shiver and be visibly slowed. Those restraints. So.
Hey, if it busts out, it won't get as far.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a sure turn. Anything inside the blue is difficult, right?
Okay, so I move it half.
Can you do your breath only once?
Yeah. Well, it has a cooldown, doesn't it? Right. Or is that once per long rest?
No, it counts as a spell slot.
Ah.
I don't think so. You usually don't work that way. Will you? There's the end.
Can you use it until you complete a short or long rest? So it's just a rest.
Alright, well, no then, so I'm gonna have to resort to melee.
You know javelins?
Well, I'm right here next to the enemies, so it's my best bet. But if I move over here, I can target the eye.
That's true.
How much damage does it take? Or, like,
It's been hit once by
It's been hit
the
once.
light.
Um,
You will
if
attack with advantage.
I will attack
As
with
restrained.
range.
If
I
you follow the shepherding.
will try.
Okay.
18 to hit.
That hits.
Could smite.
You can't smite with ranged.
Oh, right. Fuck. Never mind. Keep forgetting. So 6 damage.
Sure, grabs a javelin, hoists it up, and flings it, and it buries into the arm of the. Don't worry about that. Buries into the arm of the Eye of Grunch.
I'm going to ruin this page and the next 3 pages.
It's fine. Shut up. It is now Carac's turn. This is what I would say. No, I'm joking. It's Carac's turn. You're getting your ass kicked so hard.
I'm gonna try and shoot
This bitch with huge boobs over there.
Cool.
It would be if you weren't getting your ass kicked so hard.
Oh.
Yeah, you thought we were going to do Game Grumps reference. We're doing proto Game Grumps references. You have advantage for that restraint.
What the
I rolled
fuck?
the same thing anyway. So it's right. 14.
The eye?
Yeah.
That's miss. Your arrow strikes
Oh.
its chainmail.
The other one.
What the hell?
Oh, Jesus Christ. 14 again.
This one isn't
For
the eye,
this
so it
one.
might have less AC.
The orc is struck with your arrow.
Hey!
For
Remember, the orcs are wearing hide armor. The eyes are wearing
chain. Oh, that gives me.
They get the good,
Um,
shit.
That's true. Anyway.
Or no, they're wearing ringmail, not chainmail, but whatever. Besides the point.
They're huge shepherds.
It takes 10 damage.
Jeez.
What'd you bonus damage?
No. Right, orcs are humanoids.
I shot this one twice.
Your arrow flies out, and although your second attempt at hitting the Eye of Grunch fails as the eye spits at your attempt, you strike into the orc next to him, which hits him in the chest. The 2 arrows put him down. He's tough, but he is no. Would have been really cool to end with that sweet Lord of the Rings reference, but I can't remember his fucking name.
Who? Which one?
Sean Bean's character.
Oh,
I was gonna say he's no Boromir, so he takes 2 arrows and goes down. That's why I hate when I'm just like brain EXE refusing to load.
I mean, when was the last time you watched or read it?
I should know this. Anyways, besides the point. That orc dies.
dies in every roll he ever does.
Almost.
He's basically wearing a red shirt the entire time.
Oh, whatever. He's still cool.
Is that the Martian?
Yeah, that's true.
He was in that.
Yeah. No, he just got fired. Or retired or some shit.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
not the worst thing
I
to put
expected
out.
like a satellite to just crash at the end of the movie.
The one Squig Ray of Frosted struggles against his bounds. His bonds. The vines. And
Right, he's in the red one.
Good choice. Good choice.
fails to break free.
Dead at dead.
Oh.
Say, if you want to catch on to that, use that.
10 out of 10 out of 10.
That's it.
Best game. This one, instead of trying to break free, instead just swings its axe kind of weirdly at Asura, since Asura attacked the eye. That's a bummer.
Who looks like a human now?
You bring your shield up at the last minute to block the axe from hitting you. Still a pretty strong swing despite its being contained. It's now Granna's turn.
We're going to advance. 10, 20, 30. And we'll attack that orc.
Okay.
It's disadvantage.
Yeah, you have advantage.
18 to hit.
That hits, but you did have advantage. No, at least you got the one out of the way now.
Can only go up for
Yeah. 15 damage.
How are you swinging?
It's just going to be a diagonal from up to down.
Bring your blade around, slicing into chilled orc, carving it apart as blood kind of slowly goops from their newly frozen body. Kill him. Alright.
Well, I can't do that.
No more movement.
difficult terrain.
Now, I will note, if you wanted to, you could have moved here, and that would have allowed you to attack that one. Just bring it up.
Would it? You said there was 5 feet between the 2 rows.
There are 5 feet between each row, but these ones are next to each other. So it's 2 next to each other, 5 feet, 2 next to each other, 5 feet. Sorry, it's a little harder to tell since you missed the little thing at the end, but I did explain
I thought you
that there
meant
was
down
5
the
feet.
middle, and I was like, that's weird.
No,
Okay.
no. I meant between each space.
Makes more sense.
Did you want to change where you moved?
Nah, we'll just roll.
Okay. It is now. The one steps closer through the brambles, raises his axe up, and yells something in Orcish. You don't understand it, but Thoradin hears, "Karn, you bastard!" and swings down at your face.
Maybe they're just not used to fighting in rough terrain.
Yeah.
However, Granna brings her blade up and shunts it to the side,
I think it's
denying him vengeance for his fallen
I
comrade.
think it's the reds. They're
He didn't use the reds.
no, they're seeping into the black.
Oh.
They are sharing them.
They curse their brethren for the day.
Reality is often disappointing.
It's really sad. It is not Emron's turn.
So hey, weird question. If I pull something that's restrained in the thing, do they become unrestrained, or are they still restrained after getting pulled?
Huh.
Or can they not be pulled?
They would move, and it does not unentangle them unless they are brought out of the area of the entangle.
Oh.
So as long as they'll still be restrained as long as they stay within the entangle's total area.
Cool.
That's my ruling. There aren't any rules on it.
But that's what makes sense.
Then I'll move around so that I'm still next to the yellow one, not moving outside of its range.
Okay.
But also a little ahead of Ashura into the area. Because it has to be 30 feet away, because I'm going to pull the eye closer. Is that 30 feet?
Yeah, that's 30 feet.
Okay. Then now I'll try to pull the eye closer. Never mind.
Wait.
Oh.
You have advantage on this.
Oh!
It's restrained.
I still want the number.
9!
Thank you. You reach out with your thorn whip and attempt to grab the orc eye of Grooch. However, it strikes against his ringmail. It is now Thoradin of Clan Ironfist's turn.
Sick one. The fucking lag.
Okay.
Thoradin from downtown.
That'd be cool to try and.
They failed.
Alright.
The flame of Morden strikes into them.
That'd
I'm
be
gonna
cool.
take that
Somebody
roll
wanted
back.
to try to.
5 damage again. 5 damage again.
5 damage. Okay.
Oh, so I'm gonna get your stupid eye, you stupid bitch.
Give me that eye. Give me that eye. I want that eye.
I'm sorry, how many damage? 5?
5.
Okay. Sacred Flames of Morden burn the orc eye of Grooch. It is now.
Cool. Somebody wanted to try like playing Roy Mustang. This in D&D. There's just constant fire.
You would have to make
Oh,
that
fuck.
sound literally everything you do.
What just happened?
Right. They're not all restrained.
Oh no. My
I
ally.
mean, how long does temporary hit points last?
It would say under your ability how long they last.
Oh, I will hit it real quick because I don't think it's forever.
We had like part of a long rest and then rode for a quarter of a day and then rode back.
But it might be until a long
We
rest.
basically had a short rest.
Well, it will say under your ability.
Oh,
However, he brings his axe up and swings it into Emron, dealing 9.
Ow!
It is now. Back around the. Yes, it is. The Eye of Grooch attempts to free itself. And does so.
damn it!
Breaking the restraints off of them, releasing an as it does so.
Second line.
Who their spiritual weapon attack?
Huh?
Who their spiritual weapon attack?
It hasn't. I haven't done it yet. It moves forward through the. Well, actually, it was here, so it makes no sense to go. It moves out of the entangle and is going around, and it is staring right at you. Actually, hold on. Yeah. It is staring at Squig.
Come on, what did I do?
Not the one, not the
Entangle them all.
What did I do recently?
Ray of Frost, one of his companions.
You're supposed to back him up.
Oh wait, they have a spell that just. Oh shit.
This time the spirit group strikes into your back for 5 as the weapon strikes Thoradin.
Okay. For 5.
The orcish fury coalesces into a singular stab full of hate and malice for the dwarven people and all they have taken from the orcs. It is now.
They get really bad.
Sadly, it was kind
Yeah,
of
it was-
justified, wasn't it? Like their rage is kind of justified.
Yeah. All the areas above land got taken from them, so they have to live in caves and stuff. But dwarves live in underground, so then they fight with dwarves too. They basically have nowhere to feel safe or at home.
Fate has pitted us against each other this day, but history tells a more tragic tale.
That's
I am
unfortunate for
sad.
others.
But I also did not like getting knocked out 4 times, so.
That's
I think this one was Carac, not that. Yeah, that makes more sense. I was confused. Anyway. That one. Yeah, this one tried to break free but was not able to, so it is Squig's turn.
I'm gonna Ray of Frost the eye. I'm gonna try.
Okay.
so.
9.
It strikes its armor as it rolls and as it roars in response.
I'm gonna move 30 that way to the other side of Asura.
Such a weird.
I do not want that thing hitting me.
Asura's turn.
Yeah.
You provoke an attack of opportunity.
Oh, can it while it's restrained?
Yeah, of course. It can still attack, it just doesn't get disadvantage.
Oh.
That's how it attacked Asura.
Right.
Um,
Clumsily swung.
Moving from there to there would still provoke an attack of opportunity because you're moving out of its space. If you want to get away from him, it's going to provoke an attack of opportunity.
But it will be a
I want to
disadvantage.
attack this one.
Then move and provoke the attack of opportunity.
You can't disengage. I thought
You
you
can
said
actually
it
get
was
one
so-
further. Because you can do that. Oh. And then here. That would put you 30 feet.
Pretty
Alright.
sneaky.
However, it still gets the attack of opportunity. That's enough. You block it with your shield easily, however. And by that I mean it hits and has the sentinel feet. Fuck you.
Oh, come on! Why do they all have this?
Javelin.
Okay.
You want
Yeah,
someone
what
to
do you-
look?
Hmm?
You want someone to look?
You want it?
No, he's just curious where you are.
23 to hit.
You know, just wondering
Yes.
how many times have you read it, cover to cover? I've gone to sleep with it.
7 damage.
You fucking
Your
nerd.
javelin flies through the air, flying over the planets and striking into the orc-eyed Grooch, causing another wound as it strikes in its leg. If you get another on the opposite leg, you'll be able to be like... It's not Carg's turn.
Carac will try to shoot the Iron Grumach once again.
You will have disadvantage because the show's in the way. Or not disadvantage, you will have they'll have cover. 'Cause
I'll
the
move
show's in
one
the way.
step to the right then. and shoot.
I gotta look to see if there's a background where you can take, like, a flaw or a trait or something that whenever somebody invokes or says the name of your god, you have to do something.
You can actually make your own backgrounds. They have guidelines for making it.
27 to hit.
27 hits.
And it takes 14 damage.
Okay. Your arrow strikes into the
Oh,
eye of
fuck.
Groosh.
Granite could reach it. It moves this way.
Wounding it. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This one, next to Emeron, still struggles against his bonds, but is not able to get free. It is now Grenna's turn.
I will be attempting to stab the orc in front of me in the chest.
Okay.
Alright. Asura left you alone, but I won't.
Oh, you pulled a Jesse on me? What?
You went to attack the boss.
Hey, he leave you for dead.
Huh?
15 to hit.
15 to hit.
Just for glory.
That hits. He's engaging the boss. The boss needs a chance to cast more spells.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing.
13 damage.
15 damage? Okay. That is,
Too much?
I have it at a choke point. It can't go this way without preventing.
you slash your blade across
They
it.
can't
Blood
go that
splatters
way.
all over the ground, but it is not defeated. It is now...
Cast levitation, walks over.
Shit.
Immediately lost. No way.
moves to flank Emeron.
No! Why?
I mean, to be fair, you walk closer.
When
Basically
can I
asking for it.
teleport? When can I teleport?
Not soon enough.
So I can just be like, oh, you're flanking me? Well, goodbye.
You can do that reactionary.
No.
That'd
He
be awesome.
swings a wide arc with his axe, but Emeron blocks it with his shield again, proving that despite his frail nature, he is capable of defending himself against some blows. It is now
Just not unless
Emeron's turn.
just not unless you kill a dog.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I did not
Are you sure
kill that
you don't
wolf.
want? Are you sure you don't want to mind control one of their dogs and then have two other dogs rip it apart? Because I'm pretty sure that'll make all the orcs turn you.
Hey, instant aggro as
Did
long
they
as you're
have any
faster.
wolves?
No.
No.
I mean, hey, as long as you're faster.
I could have spiced it up and thrown in some wargs.
Oh
Or
god.
werewolves, they can breathe ice blasts.
No.
Wait, people have pet werewolves?
No, I didn't say werewolves. I said winter wolves and wargs.
That's cool.
Neither of which are werewolves.
Are they wargs? I thought they were wargs.
Has the
Wargs
yellow
are
one
like
taken
huge
damage?
evil wolves.
I
Has the
think
yellow one
they're
taken
also
damage?
fire
Yeah, got a little damage from the fire breath.
Okay.
Both the ones that flank you have both been damaged by fire.
Well, one of them is restrained, so you'd have advantage.
Yeah, I just want to get rid of the flanking, so I'll attack the restrained one
Move here.
with another primal savagery.
Move here and you won't be flanked anymore.
Oh, and I'm also not outside of.
Yeah.
Their
You
range,
can also
okay.
run away.
Then
if
I'll
you
move
want.
back.
Do you want to move more?
No.
Okay.
No, I'll still attack the yellow one so that they can't just
Okay.
try to put him back
Roll
in
your
there.
attack.
I'm gonna do fangs again.
Okay.
I got 25.
That hits.
I didn't know truants were fighters.
Oh, look at that, 9 again.
You tear into this orc's neck and shoulders. Acid drips down. It loses a lot of blood, but it's still up.
Wait.
It is now...
That one's turn.
No, it's Thoradin's turn.
I'm gonna take fun. 3.
You're gonna need to
Take it
move.
from
You're gonna need to
Okay.
move one to the right.
No, he ignores cover.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
Because it comes from the
However, no
sky.
longer rolls with disadvantage.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it dodges your sacred flame, and then spits at the ground.
6 damage.
Wait,
It
Missed.
dodges.
Oh, okay.
You missed.
He's so
Iron fails. Iron fails for some reason. I don't fucking know.
so. He's just like, this arcade shit. Then I rolled it. It's exactly like that scene in Zoolander. Thank you so much for this award.
Sorry, my mind's on someone else.
You didn't hit the orc.
What?
You didn't hit the orc. And then just take
That would. Oh my god, that's so funny. Anyway, I love that movie. That shit's so great.
There was a second one, wasn't there? Like they just
Yeah.
hit?
Yeah,
How was it?
not
I
great.
didn't watch it.
Figured.
I know it has a scene where he has to hold on to that actress by the breast. And he was on a late night show where he asked, was that your idea or a writer's idea? And he looked at him, he's like, really? Of course it was my idea. What? So I thought that was funny that he was just like, come on. He was joking. He was like, no, I didn't want to do it. I'm still bummed that Heat Vision and Jack was never a thing. That would have been the best TV show. Anyway,
Did Machete in space ever actually happen?
it has not happened yet, but give it time. I'll go broke.
In space.
Machete kills again.
I still have not seen Machete movie.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
You should go watch it. You have so many movies on your computer.
thought you
Why
went
didn't
with
Machete?
us.
No, he didn't. That was you, me, and Blue went
I
to go
had
see Machete Kills.
Pretty sure.
That's weird. Thought you went with us.
I wanted to.
Anywho, it is now. That was Thoradin's turn. So. The one that you swung at, Grenna, attempts to return the favor. Swinging out at you.
No gifts, he's back.
However, you easily catch the blade and deflect it like you have the other two. The other two swings. It is now. It moves up, clutches its thing, and begins incanting a spell. As it does so, I want you, Asura, to roll me a wisdom saving throw. As it encants an orcish Subio Vertus Licet.
16.
16. However, you feel your senses start to be overwhelmed as he holds out his hand and says, "Blade." And he holds your sword out, but then you pull back.
Oh.
You're fine.
Almost. Almost.
No, you made the save. I was just describing it. I had some flair to it. Just like the blade. He just throws it into the woods. Stop doing this! No. Okay. Additionally, it swings down at Thoradin again with the spiritual weapon. The spear attempts to strike into you. You block it with your shield, rebuffing it with the power of Moradin. It is now. That one didn't break free.
Is it the only one?
I don't think he wants to break free.
No, these two have still not broken free.
Oh.
However, this one does break free, and it moves to flank Granna.
Cool, green
Flank, that's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, I don't have to move as much. Still have free.
Ooh, you fell into my trap card.
Giving yourself the statistical advantage falls right in my hands.
I should know things flipped around for that. It is now.
Does it have to spend its entire thing moving?
It used its action to break out.
Right. For some reason, I thought that was. Oh, whatever. Sorry.
It is Squig's turn. Be less concerned with the enemy, actually. More concerned with you.
The Reese's hasn't been hit that much, correct?
It's got a little bit of fire damage on it from the fire breath. But it's one of the ones that's saved, so its base, it's almost unwounded.
Okay. Well, shoot it with a crossbow.
And then I threw it on the ground.
18 to hit.
That hits.
Thanks. For 8 damage. 8 piercing.
Your bolt flies into the arm of one of the orcs flanking Eberron, dealing damage, drawing blood and a snarl.
I will also take a step forward and stand around.
Okay.
Can't flank us.
Yeah, they can.
No.
Act like one of you.
Actually,
Sid's right, they totally can.
Or put that one back.
That one's
That one can't
restrained.
move.
It's still restrained? Oh,
Yes.
I thought it broke
But
free.
this one can still just run around Squig and
Wouldn't he provoke an attack?
he doesn't carry her enough. What are you gonna do? Swing your little. Do you even have a melee weapon?
I have a scimitar.
Oh. Swing your elven blade at him.
Yeah.
Little wisp blade.
It's not as
I
twisty
just
as
did
Tyro's
that.
is.
Tyro's a hex blade.
Yeah,
That's
but he's got
weird.
a rapier.
Rapiers a cool weapon. Scimitar's a wisp weapon used by druids because they can't wield cooler weapons. See, at first Rob was like, did he call it a wisp blade just to mess with me? And then I doubled down so he knew I was doing it specifically to mess with him.
Okay.
He was like, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And I was like, baseless aggression!
Prove it. Prove it wrong.
Anyway,
Oh, she does. Sometimes cool.
Rapiers are.
I wish they were just sabers.
So logically, they would have the legal representation.
I mean, you can make them whatever you want, but I think a saber is a cool, underrepresented weapon. You almost never see it in RPGs, and it's awesome.
Yeah, that's what
I like
my
sabers.
non-magical sword is, but the magic weapon I got is a rapier, so I kind of have
I
to.
miss, like, bastard swords actually being a weapon. Just the big ass fucking Highlander blades.
No.
That's a claim.
Bastard swords are one-handed.
Bastard swords are
I
hand
have
and
the
half
same
swords.
one.
Yeah, a bastard sword was a D10. Basically, how you wield a longsword with two hands, but with one, and it required an exotic weapon proficiency. They were a very underused weapon unless you were a cleric who had bastard sword as their favorite weapon and had the war domain, which means you got proficiency and focus with it automatically.
Huh.
But you almost never saw bastard sword proficiency outside of that because it was a waste of a feat to get usually.
And then having to spend a feat.
If you're
taking
going to
a
spend
specific
an exotic weapon proficiency, you're going to grab something like a full blade, or which is basically like a gut sword.
Oh.
Yeah. Or like a great bow, which is like a 2d6 long bow.
Yeah. But you have to be super strong to use it or some shit. don't you?
You need like 16 strength?
No.
I think
That'd be
it'd be
cool. I think you need an 18.
18. Yeah.
So it'd be straight.
That's what composite longbow required in 2nd edition. You had to have 18/50 strength, which means if you were a fighter, or if you weren't a fighter, you just couldn't use it. Or a fighting class. Because that's how you got the 18/percents. Is by, even if you have an 18 strength as a wizard, it's just a base 18. Regardless, 2nd edition is confusing. It is now. Squig just went. So. Sure, it's your turn.
Just gonna, yeah. Spear's over there. It's
You can't do anything to the spirit's magic. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a physical thing.
Unless you have a dispel magic. You can do that.
Yeah, we got it.
Spiritual weapon, dispel magic. I never thought anyone would actually do this.
Damn it.
I could just cast this spell again and worry about sloth, though.
I'm thinking of trying to do a command.
Alright, what are you thinking of commanding it?
It's a one-word command, by the way, so whatever you tell it to do has to be a single word.
Command.
I know Neil is one of them, which forces them prone.
Right, but they would have a turn before you have another turn.
Yeah.
It's useful if you have allies.
I'm trying to see if he has
These are the-
disadvantage.
These are the basic
Those are
ones.
examples.
Yeah, those are examples.
Yeah.
But you can also
Yeah,
do
one
other
word.
things.
Walk.
No cliff, right?
You can't make it kill itself.
No.
Talisman.
Oh, wait. Can I do that?
You can ask it for its. Yeah, you can try to get its whole
Because
symbol from it.
it's its source, right? Or
Yeah, you can't cast
It's-
spells without its holy symbol.
Well, roll me Intelligence Arcana.
Don't paladins need holy symbols for their symbols? Too?
Hey,
It would be our
why don't you not
religion.
question me for a second, alright?
Oh.
I know what I'm doing.
10.
Just a 10? Yay. Pretty sure it needs to cast.
Talisman.
Okay. It makes a wisdom saving throw against your spell save difficulty. What is your spell save difficulty?
14.
14. All right.
Pretty good.
It hands you its holy symbol.
Yes.
Wait, what happens to the fucking spirit? Is it still there?
It's still there.
Yeah, it's
Given that
probably
the spirit doesn't make the spell go away.
It still cannot cast anything else.
What do you do with the talisman?
Like asking for my sword. Alright, so
It is
let's
now.
have one of my spells.
Well, it's attack its weapon and it can't do anything.
Could have also pointed at its ally and said attack. Maybe.
I don't think command can do that generally. But
Would
otherwise, they probably would have done that to you.
Oh.
yeah.
Hit them, please.
Would asking for their armor work? Like armor?
No, but
Yes.
shield would.
Sword.
Take away your AC. Give me that shield.
It is now Car's turn.
I'm gonna shoot him again. I mean, her.
Him.
Him? Okay. The other one over there.
Yeah.
Does
The other one was a low man.
25 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. 10 damage.
Okay. 10 damage.
Yeah.
Your arrow strikes into them, striking them in the other eye, causing them to fall to the ground snarling. They are dead.
I'll say in Orcish. Yeah, get alive.
That's what you get for ditching me, Sid.
Well, you had a cool idea though.
I'll shift Hunter's Mark to.
And it's got a trophy.
Which one's been hit the least?
Don't worry. I got you.
I'll
No.
shift,
Green people gotta stick together.
I'll shift it to that one, I guess.
Use green magic.
It is now
That's not easy being green.
radio friendly shit.
It's really hot.
No, no, okay. Come on, guys, I have all these sweet Nirvana references, like 20 years too late. None of my friends know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Who doesn't know Nirvana at this point?
You didn't get the reference I just made.
I did not hear you.
I said it was a radio friendly shit from your and I was like, don't worry about it. It's a subtle fix. Anyway, this one prepares an action. Okay, so the one that is entangled considers breaking free, looks to the one next to him on the other side of Squig, and goes, and then nods, and the other one goes, and then nods, and then prepares an action.
What? They have a plan!
They have a plan that involves snorting and nodding.
Well, I mean, it is never a bad
this is
idea
meant-
for a group to have, like, a signal.
It is now Gwenna's turn.
Cool. I will assault. Or I will continue my assault on this particular orc.
Yes. Slay the ox, destroy the ox.
Command. Run.
19 to hit.
That hits.
13 damage.
That you slash it down the center mass. It cuts it open like a book and falls defeated.
I will then be turning and assaulting them.
Okay. I was gonna say you have advantage, but judging
was
from
going to
Sid's
roll
reaction, it
advantage.
looks like you crit.
I did.
Okay.
26 to hit.
That hits.
22 damage.
Okay. So, now, excuse me for taking a little bit of flair with your action, but I have a feeling it goes something like you slash down its center and then put all your weight on your right heel, spin around in an almost pirouette-like motion, and swing upward, removing the thing's right arm and head in a graceful display of violence and decapitation.
Makes sense.
And I was dropping it. It is now this one's turn. It moves around Squig, attempting to enact the plan. Would you like to make your attack of opportunity?
Me?
Yes.
Something wrong about. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you're a wussy elf. Remember?
You made him such a big
Right.
Prove him wrong.
We'll try, but, 10!
He was right!
You swing up, but unfortunately it misses. Now that they've moved around, this orc's prepared action to attack you once the other one is moved into flank triggers when this one attacks. So this one's going to attack with advantage, and this one's going to attack not with advantage because advantage and disadvantage cancel each other out. But basically, they're both swinging their axes at you.
Oh, fuck.
Shit.
Use this scimitar to make your attack opportunity.
I have to, that's all I have.
Wouldn't you roll me?
Yeah.
It would be 12. No.
Why would it be 12? I
2 from
only had-
dexterity.
2 from dexterity, 2 from proficiency.
Oh. Yeah. Well,
Scimitar is a
I don't
finesse weapon.
12 elves. I knew it was dex, I didn't know. Proficiency would be added.
Proficiency is added to all attacks, unless you are not proficient with the weapon. One of them strikes into you with 7. The Reese's brings his axe down and hits you. The other one, even with his ally granting him advantage, you still block his swing. It is now. I think I'm.
And so it
no, I didn't.
continues.
No, it's not my go. It is now Emron's turn and then Thoradin's turn.
That yellow one up. I still have advantage, right? Is he still bound?
Yeah, the yellow.
Cool. Then I got 24 on another bite at him.
That hits.
8.
This time, you get him right in the jugular, ripping out blood and replacing it with acid. And the first one's bad, but the second part is just like kind of insult to injury. I've replaced your blood with acid. Thanks, I hate it. Causing him to stop struggling and let the plants consume him. They don't actually consume him, I'm just being poetical. Sorry, I didn't want to throw too hard. It is now
Take that, other guy. Where's your
Thoradin's
advantage
turn.
now?
Sacred Flame. Thoradin's just like, I will do this fight entirely without moving.
Sacred Flame.
Okay. I would have loved these on attacks. It dodges, unfortunately. It is now Squig's turn.
Maneuver yourself so you get advantage.
I will do so. And I'll take out hammer and aim for the knees. I mean, that's just me swinging forward, man.
That's like something out of a mob movie.
This is me swinging forward, man. I don't know what to
Hey.
tell you.
If it's a meat tenderizer, then you're butcher's block right there.
Call him the Hobgoblin.
You roll again.
I'm the whack goblin.
You should roll again.
You should roll again. You have advantage.
16 to hit.
That hits.
That is a simple D6 because my strength is a whopping 6.
You snap its kneecaps back, or snap its kneecap backwards. Bone splinters out of its flesh, and it falls to the ground dead.
Dying slowly in pain.
Yeah, teach those two to mess with us, right?
Nah.
Jeez.
Stop! Don't do it with the hammer. What's wrong with you? The enemies before you are defeated.
I'm not even near you. You can't
No,
walk
Everon
around.
clearly looks in his bloody hand, walks all the way over to Carac, and is just like,
I got blood on my hands.
I'm not a towel, Imran. I know I
"Yeah,
wear...
towel! Don't forget to bring a towel!" So, the enemy is defeated. Yeah.
Goddamn.
The spoils are yours.
Let's peruse through our. I was gonna say Ogon, but
Does this
Not
amulet
I mean-
valuable?
Let's take their heads
Couple
too
silver.
while we're at it.
Heads.
Throw them back in the wagon with the other heads.
Yeah.
I mean,
Give-
one of
give
them
it to
already
the man.
came pre-decapitated.
Yes, thank you, Brennan.
Heads
Take
will-
those.
Includes part of neck and shoulder.
Yeah, but they're not gonna care that much.
And the equipment.
I made it a little bit easier. Some of them are now missing
Yeah,
their
well,
throats.
That's
true.
When you open the chest, it does not have. Well, so the chest is opened, and inside, the first thing you find is a what looks like a fuzzy monkey wearing a green tunic, a fez, and has symbols. And when you place it down, it goes.
I love it.
What are you?
And then it says something in a language that some of you may understand. Do any of you speak Gnomish?
Gnomish?
I don't, anyway.
No. Does it look mechanical?
Sounds kind of like Dwarvish, but it's not Dwarvish. And it totally looks mechanical.
I'm gonna dick with it, try and identify what the fuck it is.
Give me intelligence plus Tinker's tools. Proficiency. Or history, whichever either way.
I don't have history, unfortunately.
Tinker's tools.
Can I use roll history?
Sure.
I got 25.
What'd you get?
That blows me out of the water with my
Well, that's
10.
fine. You'll know different things. Okay, so with your 10, it appears to be some sort of mechanical device that, upon like sensing movement, like if you wave your hands in front of it, it goes like that and says stuff. So it's a pretty simple mechanical device. I mean, it's complicated because any mechanical device like this is complicated,
It's got
but it
motion
doesn't look
sensor.
like it was like made for any particular. Like you can't tell what the hell the point of it is.
It could be a pretty good alarm system.
Or you could
You,
set it-
however, look at it and you realize this is a toy. This is a toy for gnome children. They wave their hands in front of it and it goes, and it probably says a gnomish nursery rhyme. You had a cousin who spoke gnomish, but you never picked it up because you thought Orcish would be more useful.
And
And
lo and
you, know,
behold,
you only have so many extracurriculars at Dwarf College. And
Dwallage.
considering masonry is not extracurricular, it is mandatory.
This is just a toy. for gnomes.
We could put it somewhere that
Could be
will let us know if
repurposed for
enemies
yeah.
approach, or we could use it as a
repurposed for an
distraction.
alarm.
It's
Yeah.
clearly a kid's toy. Additionally, when you look inside, there are other kids' toys too. A rubber mallet, like the kind you bonk people with, what look to be like some simple blocks, but they can actually like connect together and like rotate around each other, and you can make like simple shapes. Imagine like 3D Legos that are also worked by like mechanical servos. You know, with your history check, that gnomes are known for making all sorts of weird mechanical devices.
So this was stolen probably from a gnome family.
Yeah, it looks to be a gnome's family's, like, you know how kids will have the toy chest?
Yeah.
It appears to be a gnomish child's toy chest.
Do you think the orcs took it
how
because they had
strange.
kids of their own they wanted to give the toys to, or just because they looked
They probably
valuable?
just saw the chest and were like,
Yeah.
mine.
No chest.
Are there even gnomes in the area?
They are raiders.
I don't know.
There might be a little house like the
There might not be
farmer
any
that we came from. There might not.
Hmm.
Would we be
Maybe.
able to investigate like their weapons to see if they'd actually like killed anything recently?
Do you want to? Well, if they wipe their weapons off, you're not going to know either way. But
Yeah.
if you look for blood, the only blood you find on it is any of yours that got hit. But again, that doesn't mean they didn't wipe them off. I mean, even orcs don't want their weapons to rust.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
The
gnomes
crate
also
has supplies. It's basically a crate like the ones you find inside. It's worth 20 gold. It's not quite 500 pounds, but it would require, you would have to put it in the carriage, or two of you would have to work together, because orcs are strong.
Yeah.
So Grenna and Asura working together could physically carry it. Other than that, you'd have to put it in the wagon. But it's like hardtack, salt, preserved meat, nails. There's a bunch of nails. What looks like a sign. You find a sign for the you find a sign that has like a half sun. It's called the Rising Sun, and it says this in Dwarvish.
I was gonna say this was probably taken from villagers, so it needs to be returned. Now, that dwarvish sign is weird. There aren't dwarves like in the area settlement-wise.
You don't know. And the last thing I said there was a chest, a crate, and
An armoire or something.
yes, an armoire, of which you find some small clothes. They're like adult clothes, but small, and jewelry that at first blush looks nice, but it's actually costume jewelry. It's still sell, but for like pretty minor amounts.
Or if you were able to lie your way through.
Well, yeah, if you wanted to rip someone off, then sure.
Thoradin will not be okay with that if you do it in front of him.
Is it lying if you don't get found out?
It's lawful good,
Yes.
unlawful good. There's no
Actually.
way that's
Well, then how do
okay.
they know you were lying?
You know.
That's true.
That's essentially cheating somebody out of their money. I don't know.
Yeah, the clerk of Morden might have something to say.
I'm not saying we should do it.
But I'm just seeing if anyone has any problem with it, and if no one does, I'll say let's do it.
We could return it.
We have to figure out where we can load them in the cart.
However, what do you do in the meantime?
We can load them in the cart and try and return them after we're done.
How far
Yeah,
away from
yeah.
That sounds fair.
How far away from the
Sounds like a better option.
From what?
Because we just got back
He
here.
wants to know
The
how long
truth.
you're, how close we are
If
to
you
it.
take your horses and carts back, it'd be like an hour. You were almost there. It's just about to hit the path that starts going up. Oh, so the question I have to ask is, do you leave, because when you were originally approaching the place, you left the carts and the horses out in the wilderness, where they would have a better chance of being hidden?
Yeah.
Do you still do that? Because that'll make it take 2 hours to get up the path. You can take them with you since it's been cleared out, if you think that's safer, in which case it'll
There
be
might be
an hour.
more groups coming back.
There might be.
I am going to use Primeval Awareness. I'm going to spend a minute tuning my senses and determine if there's any more orcs around in a 5-mile radius.
That works.
More.
Your super racism powers activate. You smell orcs within 5 miles. Oh, you didn't know that? Rangers are super racist.
Yeah.
They can think about their hatred of another race so hard that they can determine if any are within 5 miles of their current position, how many there are, and what direction they're going.
Yeah.
Super racists.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's fine if it's like dragons or undead, but when your primeval awareness is for other humanoids, it gets really weird.
Yeah.
Kind of has some weird, unfortunate implications.
It does.
But how can you tell they were here? I can tell by their stupid big feet.
Well, it actually says that you attune
I
your
have big feet.
senses.
That doesn't make you racist against me.
You attune your senses to line and you're able to tell if any of
It's
your
a cool
favorite enemies-
ability.
Yeah.
It's just a
5
joke.
mile radius, yes, and it doesn't cost anything but except a minute of uninterrupted.
Well, it's a cool ranger.
I
It's a
don't
cool
believe
raven
this.
ability. It's just when you use it to track those disgusting savage orcs, it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
The interesting is,
But if you do it for like undead, I think that's really cool to just be like you taste the ground, zombies 3 miles that way. How the fuck do you know that?
Yeah.
I hate zombies so much.
Dude, somebody could play Tonto in fucking V-Ranger. Like, that would just be...
Tonto?
Tonto is a racist character.
You mean
isn't he?
Tintin?
No,
Or no, you mean the
Tonto.
Indian from
Uh,
White man, 5 mile that way.
yeah.
is it?
or Arizona,
What the
because he
fuck is the
does
name of
the
the show
thing.
though? It's like,
You can't
Oh.
sense it that far away,
Whoa,
but the green
Damn it.
Kato
wrong
from the
one.
Green Hornet can like tell when people are around all the time because he's Bruce Lee, so I guess that means he could just sense people through walls. I didn't know that was a power Bruce Lee had, but whatever.
Well, hey,
Well,
do you think he doesn't?
Why not?
Anyway, I'll tell them I don't sense any enemies nearby, so I think we could just take the wagon straight up to the entrance. If you guys want.
Well, we can't hold that.
That sounds easier.
Caitlin, tell him.
Tell what?
He said straight up.
Oh, I can't.
What?
I can't do anything straight.
84.
Anyway,
That's better. Not straight, gaily forward.
Amaron can though.
Well, that's true.
He can do things straight.
I don't know. He didn't seem all that straight when talking to that one lady.
I have...
Maybe straight, but horribly nervous.
Might be on the
Well, I'm
fence
just
instead of
messing
on a
around.
specific
It's not that he's
side.
horribly nervous, it's that he's horribly clueless.
But that's just guys.
He's Alicia. Wait, that's not. It's not Alicia Silverstone. You guys head back up. It doesn't sound like anyone has a problem with Carg's suggestion of bringing the horses and the dog.
Nah. I mean, there might be more coming from the other way. We don't know. Maybe.
Within 5 miles is pretty far. Anyway, you go up, you head back inside. The bridge has not been re-repaired. In fact, it doesn't look like anyone's been in here at all.
Interesting.
That covers basically every part of the first floor except for a little bit of the southwest or east of the chamber.
Last one before we go 4 down.
yeah, I guess so. What about the doors where in the hallway where we were getting the prisoners from?
Yeah, that's one door,
Oh.
and then there's the one to the south of the stairs.
Okay.
So the first one you enter is you head back in, you go to the room near the cage.
Yeah, might as well.
Once you head into the room, a large smoky fire crackles in the center of this room. Battered pots and kettles are stacked all over. Clearly the space serves as a crude kitchen. You feel a distinct draft drawing the smoke up through the rough hole in the ceiling. If anyone would like to make me a survival or nature check, they may do so.
5.
Ain't gonna happen with that.
23,
On which?
survival.
I got 26 on survival.
Survival 5.
Okay. Both Kark and Emeron are sure that this is where the smoke comes out, and it's a natural chimney that goes all the way up. Considering how close together the walls are, it might have been possible to climb down here from the top of the mountain
Huh.
and basically get the orcs from behind.
How crazy.
That wasn't exactly what I was imagining when I was thinking that there would be another entrance. I thought they'd have like an alternate cave entrance that would be like an actual legit.
Well, maybe they
entrance
still
on the
do.
slide.
I mean, smoke coming out means, hey, it's
There is a
open.
chimney. And maybe there still is. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You have found at least one alternate entrance
Do we want to douse
or
it?
exit.
We could climb up and hang a rope up and then roll the rope up so that it's.
I mean, douse the fireplace.
Oh.
Do we want to?
That would be more suspicious.
Let's leave it.
It'll
Okay.
put itself out
Yeah.
eventually.
It'll burn down eventually.
So you head down the last hallway. You didn't go down.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well.
You find an empty dead end.
Can we look
Listen,
around?
fellas.
Yeah, of
to like
course. Roll
examine the
perception.
walls
Yeah.
and stuff?
Since I know dwarven places, can I roll with advantage since I...
This is where they would hide something.
Maya just wants to know if we can roll with advantage since
Yeah.
we made the tool of that.
Yes, 17. Perception.
So would everyone get a perception?
15.
16.
17.
11.
You all find a secret door.
At the same time.
You move a rock and it opens. Inside, the secret door pivots to reveal a chamber of finished stonework. The room is cluttered with crude furnishings, and the air is hazy with the smoke of a small cooking fire. Dozens of yellowed skulls are suspended from the ceiling by fraying ropes strung through holes punched in the bone.
Whoever had this room had.
Does the room
Ghastly
smell
stuff.
bad?
I finished what I was saying.
Sorry.
We'll look around the room. Is there anything of
Roll
value?
perception.
Yeah.
Do the skulls things.
Doesn't say.
You're not gonna search?
So no.
18.
18. Carp,
What?
when you
Not
look
necessary.
around, you
I
find.
got a 5.
Okay, so 5, 18, Emerald.
Also 18.
Well, I got 13, but if I can do advantage.
No, you cannot. And also, don't worry about it. With your two 18s, the two of you each find amongst the clutter of the room a leather sack containing 160 gold. So 320 gold between the two of them. And that is basically means with that.
How
in
big is this
mind-
room?
Or actually, you said you got a 13?
Yeah.
You also find another secret door leading out of the north of this room that leads directly to, like, this is probably where the orcs came out to fight you. So you're pretty sure this was the orc Ive Grubish's room. And yeah, so with that, you have mapped out the entirety of this floor.
How big is this room?
The room you're in right now?
Uh-huh.
30 feet by 20 feet with an extra 5 feet up at the north for where the secret door was.
Okay.
We found the way down, right? To the next
Yeah,
floor.
those were the stairs.
The stairs
That you
with
went
the
down to the
screen.
floor with the string.
Yeah.
Now, the question is, are you going to go down? Or are you going to rest?
I mean, the room's big enough. I mean, if we want to clear it out first.
What do you?
The rest, maybe?
How cool are our spellcasters? Because I'm okay,
I'm
but
out.
that's
I have
Is
one
that
spell
spells?
left.
Emron, how many spell slots do you have left?
3 first level.
What about you?
Probably
Thoradin?
not.
You're out?
Probably. Are
You
you
know what?
out?
Have you not been marking it down?
Alright.
You should probably have a pad you can mark it down on. You can borrow my other pad, the green one.
That's fine.
new floor, new us. We should.
Oh, you
stop.
have a pad, yeah.
I agree to rest. I'm down in my fire.
You guys are gonna long rest?
And a spell slot.
Yeah, it's been a day.
You sit down to long rest. Sugar
quite a lot.
goes meow. Like
We
rubs.
didn't leave her at the farm. Oh, we took her with us.
Why would you leave her at the farm?
I thought
She would be
thought about
safer
leaving
there.
her farm.
But she
Yes.
likes it underground.
Yeah, she does like it underground, but
Does- love
It also, doesn't cause her pain.
And she likes dwarves better. She's scared of other things.
She's fine with the rest of you guys.
Oh, she
Having
saw us
trouble.
hanging out with the dwarves.
Well, you guys
so
fed her,
she's like,
so unless any of you refuse to feed her, in which case she's not entirely sure about you.
I'll feed her.
Yeah.
You feed her, she is grateful.
Is the
They
bed
gave
like-
you a little bit of like some chicken for the cat, so
Oh, how nice.
Yeah.
You said we got rations off the orcs when we beat them? The ones that we ambushed on the road?
I did not.
No,
but it would make
cat,
sense for
salt.
each to have a. It would make sense for them to each have a day of rations, so you can add 8 days worth of rations. But they're orc rations, so moldy bread, some meat that isn't the best preserved, maybe with a maggot or two,
Never mind.
some insect stuff.
Don't worry about it.
Squig might be cool with it. I mean, he's down with insects, but it's up to you. Maybe the taste of the high life you have has been like, yeah, fuck that old stuff.
I mean, emergency food is emergency food, man.
Well, if you don't eat it in the next couple of days, it's gonna go bad.
Are you gonna
Like
write
that,
it down
that.
as 8 gross rations?
I think I can let these ones go.
Okay, that's fine. You toss them.
Yeah.
They are on the verge of going bad. Anyway.
13 days of rations, so hey.
All right, you guys sit down to eat. I assume you take rests. However, nothing comes at you. So
Is that like a
you're
stone
almost-
bed or something?
Is there a bed in this room? No, they have pallets. They don't sleep on.
Hmm.
You have not seen a bed in this place.
Huh. Alright, well,
They have straw pallets.
smallest crevice I can find and if I can take a nap in
All
there.
right, you lay down by the cook pot. You guys eat. The cat eats. What?
Because
You
it
guys
sounded like
eat
you said
the
you eat the cat for a second.
I stopped between.
I know, but it's just a small
Yeah.
pause. And I understood too.
The pause wasn't long enough to misconstrue, if you ask me.
I was.
That's
No, I
pause
didn't actually
was-
think he
so
meant
my
that. I
word
was
was
like,
Okay. And yeah, you rest through the rest of the time. Well, I mean, you slept like 5 hours earlier, so
this
you
is
probably
what I
don't
just like,
sleep. What do you guys do during your downtime, if anything? I'm gonna go around the table, starting with Greta.
Just some basic weapon maintenance.
Okay, so you eat, yeah, some weapon maintenance, and yeah. What about you, Squig?
I guess refresh the magic tinkering stones that I would have, or I guess mechanical orbs that I have. Just fucking scrap the ones I had before, and say, yeah, just
Okay.
redo them. One for crumbling stone, one for loud footsteps, and another just horrible, odious smell.
All right. What about Thoradin? What does he do during the 8 hours of resting?
Well, if I haven't done that already, I'll mend the iron armor, the stuff we got,
Okay.
and I'll look at my tools, make sure they're in good condition. So.
Okay. Tool maintenance, casting mends. What does everyone do during the 8 hours?
Oh, casting alarm too.
Oh yeah, and you cast alarms to bring your barrier back up.
Yeah.
What does everyone do?
You don't got a book or anything to be scrolling? Write poetry?
Fucking
Write tales?
start brewing those hallucinogenic mushrooms, I guess.
You start messing around with the mushrooms. What does Carac do?
I'll make myself 20 arrows and I'll do my trance and stuff like that. So.
Okay. You retrance, you carve some arrows, and what does Asura do?
I think he's just gonna play a game of cards.
Okay. And you play some cards. Do you play with anyone or by yourself?
Yeah, we play if people want to join.
Right, well, you play cards with some people. Sugar alternates between sleeping and batting at people's leg as they walk by.
My tail.
Also,
It does enjoy batting your tail.
I'm gonna switch my thing.
I doubt
It
it.
follows it around intently and then waits for you to turn away and attacks it.
I'm gonna switch my
And then as
thing.
soon as you turn, it runs away and then
Let's
goes back to
Switch
stop
my
you.
thing from.
I mean, hey, if you were a villager, that thing would fucking kill you, but. Hey.
In 3.5.
If I can, I'm gonna switch my thing from Robert's bow to her armor.
Oh, thanks.
His army, you mean?
What?
You mean his army? Roman's now.
Well, I'm at the
I'm on your
character.
armor class
I'm-
increases
By 1.
by 1.
I'm in the player.
Temporarily? Why is this
Until the next long rest.
cool?
Your dwarven ally, Thoradin, casts a blessing of Morgan upon your armor, temporarily turning it magical.
Yeah.
Slightly harder to hit.
All right. And yeah, after your rest, you head down the stairs. Okay.
Yeah.
You begin your trek down the stairs. You come across the thing of water. What do? You come across the water cutting across
Did
the
we want
stairs.
to follow down the water or go straight across to those on the other side first?
When we saw the water down, did it seem like it took us to a floor below the stairs, or
You can't tell without going down both ways.
We'll go down another one.
he wants to go to the stairs? I'm fine with the stairs. What do the rest of you want to do? You wanna-
I'm down with stairs.
We can
So
just
three
backtrack.
first
We can just backtrack later.
Gotta go for the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay. Then majority go for the stairs.
Okay. And are you bringing lights down there, or are you have torches lit or not?
If I'm remembering correctly, Greta and Asura are the only ones without dark vision, correct?
Yeah.
Torch?
Torch? Yes? No? We
Sure.
I would like
Does-
to go with torch.
Okay, so you have a torch out.
Because I would like to see.
You head down the stairs. The stairs, there are quite a bit of stairs.
Sure.
It's a while before you're going down it. It opens into, the descending fissure opens up abruptly to a very high cavern. Its ceiling easily more than 40 feet overhead. The stairway continues to wind down along a ledge that follows the north wall of the chamber. Eventually, it opens up into a massive chamber heading down southeast. This one is so high that even with dark vision, you can't actually see the ceiling. You hear water further in, so you're pretty sure
The water,
that the
leads
water
to-
does eventually lead to this chamber just from a little further in. And what's more, so yeah, it's a big cavern, and you just see a big open cavern. You're gonna have to pick a direction to go because you can't see any other walls or exits other than back the way you came.
Could we try searching around the room? Just like perception
It's a
and seeing what we
which
can
direction?
find?
Well, the thing is, you can't see the exit, so you either have to pick a direction and sweep across it, or
Can
have
we
you all
follow
head
the
out.
wall when it starts to slip away from us?
Okay, so you're by the north wall, so you're gonna follow the northern wall.
Yeah,
Sure.
that seems.
All right.
We could leave a torch here, and as we circle around the wall, we'll be able to see where the torch we left was. And get an idea.
That's
yeah.
not a bad idea. I will help out with that.
Okay. You set the torch down, you follow along the northern wall. Just as you start to see the stream that comes in through the part of this room, you hear a shriek, and something swoops at the group of you through the darkness. But that is where we are going to stop this week. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the session. Sorry. I was talking to the viewers, Dave. don't give a shit if you like the session. I don't give one hot shit. Okay. Anyway, I'm Marvelous. You can find more of me on Lights Camera Initiative on Twitter. What about you, David? Do you got anything going on? Where can people find you, and how'd you feel about the session?
I'm artist David Harper on Instagram and Twitter, and I thought the session was right. I'm feeling okay. I'm plugging away at some stuff, but that'll be when it'll be.
Ed?
I like how it's going so far. I mean, nothing bad enough has happened to make me dislike it yet, so hope that continues.
Okay.
I mean, hey, I don't know, there might be somebody with fucking swords of goblin slaying, I don't know.
It gets +9 against goblins. Jeff, tell the people.
Attacked right now. Also,
How
ow!
can that work? Would I have?
I don't know. Jeff, tell people what you thought about the session.
It was fun, especially when that bitch got what was coming to.
I am group.
Yeah. Cool. Caitlin, where can people find more of you? What are you working on? And how'd you feel about the session?
You can find me at Gobbets's. I ain't got shit going on.
Well, that's harsh. She does art. It's on the Twitter. Follow her on Twitter.
I haven't been drawing though.
Well, have people asked you?
Whatever. How'd you feel about the session?
It was a pretty good one. We laughed, we cried.
I meant, how does Emerald feel about this session?
Oh, probably still trying to get the taste out of his mouth.
Okay.
Can't imagine raw orc meat tastes good.
And you said
Get the taste out of
straight.
Get the taste out of your. What? Do we eat?
Funny.
He bit their throats out twice.
Yeah.
Okay, Rob, tell you got anything you're working on, and tell
No.
how Carac is where he's at.
Carac is doing pretty good now he's recovered his bow, and he feels like we're making progress since we've cleared a whole floor and killed a lot of dirty orcs.
All right,
So I just feel like you're
got
closer
anything
in
you're
your
working on?
investigation.
Where's the sure at?
Not really.
Asura thinks a lot of sidetracking, but not bad sidetracking. Like nothing happened worse or worst possible outcome definitely didn't happen out of those sidetrackings.
And then
Hey guys, what's behind this door?
Okay. Let him.
But other than that, I think it went fine. That fight was pretty solid, actually.
David, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Ed, say goodbye.
Bye.
Jeff, say goodbye.
Bye.
Caitlin, say goodbye.
Bye.
David, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh my god! Now that David has said goodbye twice, Rob, say goodbye for the first time.
Goodbye.
Sid, say goodbye. Sid, stop dying.
Goodbye.
I thought you were doing
Bye!
a bit.